Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? Oh my god. You mean I've been talking this whole time and no. I happen to glance at the chat. Dear God, even. Yeah, let's see here. It's official. I'm dumber than everybody on YouTube. You can name them. I'm dumber than them. At least Bart adds himself to the panel, even if he's muted. At least Andy Trekker adds himself, even if he's muted, like half the fucking time. But, yeah. Great. Well, yeah, you're right. At least I wasn't muted. Okay, somebody's backstage at least. All right. Yvette.
Good morning.
Morning, Cap.
Hello, world. Spirital Pride 5, Kapla.
Kepler.
Good morning.
Okay, well, I'm officially an idiot. So, hey, how's everybody doing?
Happy it's Friday, and Friday evening at that.
Well, I did exactly as instructed, Captain Trek. I got out that tablet, I charged it up, I loaded YouTube on it, and a couple of other things because it needed it. And guess what? On an Amazon Fire, when you pull up the event or the show, it doesn't have live chat on it.
It doesn't?
Are you...
The chat might be, if you scroll down.
Yeah.
It might be below the video.
Okay, I'm scrolling. No, there's fuck all.
Look for a button that says live chat or something.
Looking.
I'm sure there's a way. It might not come up by default.
What I thought of doing, because I loaded Discord onto it. If you send me the link on Discord, I'll see if I can actually stream from the Amazon Fire, and then I can see the chat on my phone. How about that?
Okay.
Worth a go.
Did I hear that right? I must have heard that wrong.
What?
Watching chat on the throne.
Phone.
Okay, thank the Lord. I heard that wrong.
Right, well, I'll give it a go. Give me a second. Let's see if this works. I'll drop out, Captain. I'll be back if it doesn't work. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I would say it's the Three Stooges, but I'm not sure which one was Curly and Mo. I forget the third one.
The problem with the YouTube live chat is that on an Amazon Fire TV, you can't sign in to YouTube. So you don't have the app, the chat access.
That's a curious state of affairs. You think YouTube would actually provide that?
Well, it's because Google and Amazon are competitors. Yeah.
Yeah. Still, I'm surprised no one's done a hack with the API.
There are hacks, but it's involved. You've got to like side load things. It's
Right. So that
beyond,
loses.
and it causes some bugs and
Right.
stuff. So
That precludes all
it's,
normals then.
yeah. So she's not gonna be able to stream with the Fire TV, with the app Fire tablet either.
Appfire. Is that some sort of new brand? New tablet?
Kindle
Ah.
Fire.
I'm
Ah.
surprised because I have a tablet and I can read the chat. I can do all that stuff. I don't know what's wrong.
Well, what tablet do you have?
It's a oh, God damn it.
It's an Android tablet.
It probably
Or not?
is.
I got it. It's a Amazon Fire.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Is it an old one, perchance?
Old by like 2 years. Yeah.
It's possible she just needs to. Maybe they've added the option. Maybe she just needs to log in.
Or they may
I don't
remove
know.
the option.
Oh,
It's
let's see
possible
here.
too.
Yeah.
All right. And we've got Yvette.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Like a bell.
Okay. That worked. Woohoo.
Hmm.
You're streaming through your tablet now?
Yeah. It's a little quiet, but I mean, to be honest,
You sound
Ed,
exactly
this is
the
first
same.
time I got it. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're streaming through StreamYard,
no.
so you don't need YouTube open.
Yeah.
So, okay, that
No,
makes sense.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
I had
while
to
you
set
were
the whole
gone,
bloody
we
thing up
found
this
out that
morning.
the reason why you can't get chat on the tablet is because you can't sign into Google on a Fire TV, Fire
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of
tablet.
the things they removed as options.
There we go. But this works. I had a backup
Yeah.
plan, so.
Surprisingly good audio quality,
And
I
I
have to
can
say.
see everyone's image on here because it's bigger.
Cool. Well, yeah. Then a phone? I should hope.
Yeah.
Applaud Dr. Alex and everybody.
And thank you for saying that all in caps. Bernard would not have even seen it.
Yeah, figured.
Also, hello to Generation Productions. Which is a
Hello,
new name,
hello,
I believe.
Generation Productions, Dr. Alex, Speaker of the Dead.
Speaker of the Dead. Come and think about it, I think this is the first time I've seen Dr. Alex in a long time.
What Carlo just put. Hey, Dee Dee.
So, Captain, are you going to tell Yvette or am I?
You are. Because I have no
Uh-oh.
idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you know what we're talking about.
I have
Captain
no
Track
clue.
decided he's going to do a fundraiser to send Yvette on a 7-day, all expense paid trip to Pickle's house.
No, I actually had absolutely no clue what the hell you were talking about.
News to me.
But
Hang on a
sounds
minute.
good to
Hang on.
me.
You broke up as you said where?
LDG Pickle's house.
Monsieur Piquels.
Beautiful
All right, I
Orlando,
don't know.
Florida. But you'll be staying
Yeah.
with Pickles. He'll
Well,
be staying with LDG. He will give you a personal tour of Orlando, Florida.
Is this your idea, Bird?
Yes.
Maybe.
Undoubtedly.
I figured I'd do something for the community.
So, well, I guess that would be one way of going about
So
it.
there will be, Kurogan videographers following you guys.
And Krogan manservants, I imagine.
But at night we'll leave you guys alone. Do what you guys want to do. But during the day,
Did he just
Okay,
mute
Captain.
himself?
Where has this come from?
as he takes you to IHOP and Disney World and all the gas station sushi places, you'll get Project Prometheus headquarters. You get a personal tour.
Bird, that shovel you're using is pretty damn good to give it the hole you're digging.
Okay. Appreciate the thought of a fundraiser, Bird. That's very, very kind of you to do something like that for me. But should I want to venture to the US, I can do it under my own steam.
Nah, I see. Well, oh well. I tried. Captain. You saw I tried.
I saw.
You're all witnesses.
Given her vocation, I imagine she's much more worldly and much more wealthy than either of us. But, well, maybe, I'm not sure what Captain Craig.
No, seriously not wealthy.
Wealthier than us.
Kapla Arabic, Sander.
Hey, Arabic. Hey, Yitza.
No, Yitza, I cannot confirm that, but who knows?
Alright, just you, Yvette, and 19 witnesses.
Yeah.
Did I
Dear
miss
Lord.
something this morning?
Apparently. And how in the
I
world?
must admit.
I want to know how Bird came to this conclusion.
Yvette, it's Bird.
How does anything happen in my brain, Yvette? I don't know.
Yeah. Did
There's
you have
just
another
monkeys.
dream?
There's just monkeys plugging wires into holes. When
Let's
they
see here.
fit, it works. I don't know.
Yes, he has this idea and thinks I'm supposed to know about it.
Yes. I'm just imagining monkeys out of Fallout doing that in your brain. That seems quite apt.
See, up until that point, anything could have happened. If Captain had said he'd say, then it'd be whatever he thought of.
And I'm the weird one in this?
In this case, no.
The idea literally didn't exist until 2.5 minutes ago.
Now I know how Love Shack feels.
Oh, God.
Good morning, Darius.
Yeah,
And
speak
good
of the
morning,
devil.
Live at the Love Shack. Wow, you mentioned him when he appeared.
Oh, morning,
Well-
Darius.
Love Shack, Love Shack, Love Shack. That's
And
a
it's
song,
funny,
right?
I come on late and there's more people in the chat than normal. That's really
Good.
weird.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, right. Let's see here. Well, at least I saw a few names. I was mentioning names when a part of explaining what was going on and saying hello to people. And yeah, then of course I see the message from Bird that add myself to the stream. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Really?
You
Well,
oversleep or not feel well this morning, or
I woke up, went in, took my medicine, laid back down for a minute because I didn't really feel great. I was kind of tired. And yeah, I went back to sleep because, yeah.
good for you.
Wish I could have done that.
Yeah, why not?
I got up at like 4 o'clock in the morning today. It's now 10 p.m.
I did call you, Captain.
I know I didn't have my headphones on.
Hey, Bird, you should probably add this to your list of sobriquets. The uncrashable bird of prey.
Yeah, live
you
at the
go.
Love Shack.
Courtesy of Love Shack.
Yeah, that's it. He calls me that quite often. Bird the uncrashable.
It could be just the fact that he's Brazilian, but he has very different ideas of what's uncrashable to myself.
Live at the Love Shack. Everybody in chat, please say, we live you, Captain Track. We live you,
We
Captain.
love you.
We love you. Are you happy now?
Of course, he's happy now.
And that with him.
Yeah, I don't think Bird would be too happy with that.
Well, wouldn't be the first coup Birds have to deal with.
Empress of Kuroga.
Ooh, what
Good
coup?
God.
No coup.
No.
I have coup insurance.
Coup insurance.
Yeah.
Oh, Captain Trek Cardinal sends his best wishes. He's taken his sleeping tablet and was conking out after the second game of animal, mineral, and vegetable we play.
Well, I'm glad you have that ready because, yeah, I'm feeling completely useless right now. So, hey,
Have you
so
got
what's
your
going on?
coffee?
I'm going to get another cup of coffee.
Good.
So,
Certainly think of something better as your Empress Bird.
I mean, the thing is, we can't have an empress. Like you can't have a king and queen of England or Great Britain or whatever
Yeah,
it
you
is
can.
for yourself.
You can.
Okay.
They just have to have descent
Yeah.
from the main line.
If there's
So it
a
has to be
king,
No.
no. If there's a king, their
Right.
partner becomes a queen.
That's not true.
It just doesn't work the other way around.
Well, then why isn't why wasn't what's his face a king? Because his wife was queen.
It doesn't work that way round.
So king can have a
It's the royal
queen, but a
family,
queen
so-
can't have a king.
But yeah,
It's all about lineage, dear boy.
Yes.
Correct.
Does that mean
Correct.
Kate Middleton is going to be queen?
Whom?
yeah,
Oh, that one.
Really?
Very likely, yes.
yeah.
And
Holy crap. I was always told that it was one or the other.
Well,
No.
That's
Right, go back to King Henry VIII. He had several wives. They were all queens.
They were queens, but they weren't
Yeah.
powerful enough to stop from being beheaded.
You beat me
No,
to
no.
it.
My question is, have there been any other queens in the...
Yes.
Okay.
Queen
Victoria?
Victoria, they named he was
Yeah,
named
that's
after the
Indian.
falls in Africa. They found these really tall waterfall in Africa, and they said we should name our
Yes.
queen after this.
Victoria Falls is beautiful.
Yes. As I remember, the current queen draws descendants from both lines, from William the Conqueror and the other one, from a particular battle that ushered in the
William the Wanderer and William the Conqueror.
No, William the Conqueror, and there's one other person she's related to. She draws descent from both sides of that particular conflict, the Norman invasions.
Well, Philip was a great introduction because he comes from the ex-German royal family, so that was new blood mixing in with the royals. So
It always baffles me that the Americans don't understand. Well, then again, they were rebels, so they kind of.
We fought a war, so we didn't have to worry about this shit.
No, you don't have to worry.
Okay, as we have a much easier to understand electoral college. So it makes life much easier.
I'm not criticizing your system, Bird. I'm just saying even you're a descendant technically from the English, so you should have some appreciation for why they respect institutions. You kind of do it in your own way.
We respect the Trump line or the Clinton line or the Bush line.
You completely missed the point.
I was giving thought to this after being on Wes Moody's the other night. And again, I don't think that getting rid of the Electoral College would be a good idea. However,
that would be a very bad idea.
However, I do think that the idea of winner take all is still a horrible idea.
That's debatable.
No, it's not. If it's supposed to be representative of the people, if 49, if 40, okay, stop. If half of the Electoral College representatives would be voting for one candidate and half would be for the other, that's the way it should go. Not, oh, well, now we had, instead of having, let's say 16 versus 14, let's say you got a state with 30 Electoral College votes. All 30 would go to the one side when it should only be 16. Why?
Gotcha. I mean, if you have a state with 50 million people and 25 million and one people vote for X, and one person less votes for Y, the way it is now, generally all 50 or whatever, however many, electoral votes goes to X. I get that, and that sucks. But if you
we only have one intelligent state in the union which does not do that.
There's two states, I believe.
Okay, you're right.
Award by percentage. But if you were to break them all up into percentage, I mean, it kind of gives, again, that then those states have no power. See, the states that do that, they basically gave up their power because everybody knows no matter what they do, if they campaign in that state, they're going to get half the votes regardless. So it's like for all the states would have to do it at the same time.
Right.
The main problem is you lot treat America, or you treat America as a whole, as a wholly cohesive, can be controlled from high above. That doesn't work. The land is so vast. There are so many states. It is better to work from down upwards. Let the states handle their own affairs, and mostly don't try to federalize everything. You're just going to end up with a headache because even at this point in time, you have no capacity to handle the breadth of your nation. all those particular states, all those different points of view, it's going to end up a mess one way or the other. So decentralized is probably a better way to go. That's just my opinion.
Well, Kevin,
the
I would
camera on
be
you, crap.
sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I
No,
saw
I
the
thought I'd try the
camera
camera.
dark.
Yeah, it's crap. It is.
Is that the normal light you have, or
Yeah,
you
it's
purposely
not
had
exactly
lights
bright.
off?
Yeah. I just thought I'd see if it worked.
So it's something.
What camera, what light?
It's not worth even putting it on setup.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit lost for a second. By the way, Captain, if I ran my mouth in the last live stream I was on, apologies.
Huh?
If I ran my mouth a bit too much last time.
No. Not at all. Not at all. I always appreciate that. Trust me. Now, Milton, on the other hand, can kind of go a little south, but you know.
Honestly, I couldn't understand the word he was saying at the time.
I just have to keep in mind he's a Kiwi.
We'll make it on the other view yet.
He's a Fruit Loop.
Oi, bird.
Oi,
Aussie or prey, now.
Yeah, I can say that. I've got to know him through Krish, and I can categorically say he's a Fruit Loop.
Or, better yet, bird. Try imitating my accent. See how far you get. This may be entertaining.
oi! You have reached Aussie or prey. I am not here at the moment. I am out fighting the dingoes and the crocs. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Crikey! Beep.
Captain, Javette, do I
Please
sound like
don't go
that?
near the emus. They will beat you.
Do I honestly sound like that?
I tried to get him, but he's not available right now. You know, the coverage in the outback, it's spotty.
If you're in... Actually, I'm not going to finish that thought because I may just be hounded by a couple of Victorians.
He's probably looking up the special for next week.
On that
JP's wants you
note,
to record it for his voicemail message.
let's see here. Aha! Good. You want one of these?
You want to what?
Look in the private chat. Captain,
Oh, I got it.
One
if you can
moment.
just share the link.
I need one of them.
You want one of them?
I'll find one. I had to measure my head size.
Yes. I could get you one if you want.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. I'm sure they sell them on Amazon here.
Oh, yeah.
Probably be a lot easier.
They won't sell them cheap. Your head's probably 61. So,
What's that called? A bush hat?
no, it's called an Akubra, which is kind of like a top quality. Costs about $250 Australian.
A Kubra. ACU.
It's called an Akubra, otherwise known as the Croc.
A croc
The Croc.
hat. Why, you know it's named. It's called an Aussie hat here. Yeah.
No, this is the hat we give tourists.
Well, I mean, you know.
And just in case the chat...
Captain, have you pinned the link?
I thought I did, but I'll send it out again. I'm gonna
That's the hat we're
do
thinking
this
of.
real quick.
The only problem with it, Bird, is that the inner band, it's hard leather. It'll last you a while, but you're gonna have to wear it in for a while.
Yeah, it could be a problem. My head puts off a lot of heat. It needs cooling, constant cooling.
I can always give you the Cattleman if you want.
I don't know what that is.
Good. How did the dentist go?
The dentist went fine. The dentist was really no
Yeah.
big deal. Unfortunately, after the dentist, I ate something that disagreed with me, and I
Ooh,
felt sick the whole night, the whole day, all yesterday, and my oxygen was low,
ooh.
and it was a really shitty day and a fairly rough night. Hopefully, this morning so far, it started off a bit better. I think I was also a bit dehydrated from not drinking much yesterday, so I drank 3 bottles of water overnight. So hopefully today will be better, but it could go either way.
Mm.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
But being on YouTube helps, so keeps my mind off things.
Good.
Yeah.
And B, hey.
Darius can send an ice blanket.
Somebody has a YouTube tab open.
That would be NB.
That would be correct. See here, as soon as I mute.
No, my YouTube's muted.
No, it's not.
Well, something is coming back. It's definitely.
Because the only thing that happens if he's muted, there's no issue.
He's working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Go through now.
No, it's still bad.
Yeah, that's worse than Milton's.
I think he's saying he'll get it.
How about now?
There you go.
There.
Hey,
Wait.
That's there.
Hold on.
Ricky, you fine?
Testing.
Testing one.
There
two,
you
three.
go. Good.
All right. Sorry about that. I know exactly what the problem is. That was my little voice modulator toy I have, and if it's left on, it automatically will keep that particular voice going. So I apologize for that. I didn't realize that. I can't hear it on my end.
You're all good, mate.
So I apologize for that. I didn't know it was on. Actually, I did. I forgot to turn it off.
So, Bird, do you want me to arrange getting you one of these things or not?
I mean, I appreciate it, but I feel like it's going to go to waste. I mean, how much could I actually wear that here? Not. I thank you, but I just would feel terrible.
Well, offers open if you change your mind.
Thank you so much. I think I'd be better off finding a less expensive touristy one to wear, on stream for the couple of times I might wear it a year than to make a serious investment in such a headpiece. But thank you.
All good. Ugh.
Unless you think it might improve my accent. Like it's got bits of real Aussie, so it
My dear members of the chat.
leaches into my skin, my DNA.
My dear members of the chat. Press 1 if you think Bird of Prey would be improved with a hat like Mick Dundee's. Press 2 if you wouldn't. Of course you'd say that, Andy.
Of course I would.
Motion doesn't pass.
Ah, damn. Yes, I am actually suspended off Twitter again for referring to myself as white trash.
What?
I'm not fucking kidding you. I was joking about I was making a sarcastic joke, which I'm starting to realize nobody in the millennium generation, with few exceptions, understands what Gen X sarcasm is.
No.
It's a fucking compliment. So no, I was talking about something that happened politically, and I was making a joke about it. I was saying, as a white trash member of the White Trash Union, we are definitely dedicated to removing any unfortunate non-salt crackers available on the market, or some shit like that. Anyway, I was making a fucking white trash cracker joke, and somebody took offense to it. I was talking about myself. I got suspended for making a joke about myself.
Yeah, that's why I call it twatter.
It was either that or the part where I mentioned this person must have been part of the stay put in the corner generation, not the I got my ass whooped generation.
Apologies.
All good.
No need.
So I mean, they told me I was suspended for 12 hours, but here's the thing: I'm not giving them my fucking phone number to get it reactivated. So I'm not putting in my phone number. So I'm debating on what I want to do with that at this point.
It's only 12 hours. I wouldn't worry about it.
Well, if it's 12 hours, then it should have already been done. But they keep wanting me to put in a fucking my phone number, and I just don't want to give it to them.
No, I understand.
I mean, that was one of the reasons a lot of people were pissed off with the idea of Parler, which I totally understood. You don't need the fucking phone number for the app to work.
Yeah.
And then there are people like you, Cap, who, if I'm not mistaken, you still don't have a cell phone.
I technically do now, but yeah.
What's that other place that's very popular? The owner's name is the Serbian word for a bag. Torba. Gab?
Well, the only one I know of other one is Gab off the top of my head.
Yeah, that is Gab. Because the only reason I know Gab is because the owner's name is Torba, which is bag in my head.
There's one called Bit something or other, I think. I
Bit
see
Shoot?
advertised occasionally. No. Is it Bit Shoot? I don't know.
I know BitChute, I know Odyssey, I know Library, but those are like YouTube alternatives.
Yeah.
I don't follow. Look, I'll be honest with you. Like I said, the only fucking reason I really have Twitter is for two purposes. One, to piss people off but on the political side. And the other one is because it's one of the places I know I can go and communicate with most everyone I talk to on YouTube. The alternative is Discord, and I've got to be honest with you, I don't really like fucking with Discord. I keep getting, every time I go in, I'll hear a beep, 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 some fucking notification, and then I'm looking, I have no fucking idea where this notification popped up.
Just mute it.
I did.
I only use Discord for direct messaging like I do for Messenger. I don't sort of interact on any of the actual Discords, so I can't wrap my head around all that.
I think it's been a full month since I've been in Discord. It's not
And
good.
most places I go to block Discord. Yeah.
Now, I spent the last, I don't know if anybody, you guys probably can't really tell here, but I've been doing some, if you look behind me now, you'll notice my bookshelves aren't there anymore. They're moved off to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of, I'm on day 3 of working on this place, and I don't know how far I'm going to get today because I am supposed to get my lawnmower, and depending on what time it gets here, either I'm going to be mowing the lawn or the contractor is going to come and mow the lawn, and I'm going to pay him to do it. Right, so it's really going to be whoever shows up first. But I'll show you a little bit about what's been going on in here. I think you guys might like some of the changes.
G'day, Chris. Oh, yeah, you missed.
Hey,
Hey,
obviously,
Chris.
I gotta.
Hey guys.
Hi, Chris. Nice to meet you.
Better beard than I have.
Thank you.
I honestly thought you were clean shaved for some odd reason.
Now I've always had the beard. Always
Yeah.
getting a bit grey though.
So I moved move this over there. Move my dresser. Yes, I still have my Oliver Franklin Doom memorial up. I'm not taking it down until I get a better one.
Salute.
And this is I bought these yesterday. Actually, I was originally buying these for a different purpose, and it just turned out it worked so well. Which is always the case. Let's see what we got here. So I can give you guys a decent shot of this. So I bought 2 things of freaking shoe racks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I bought shoe racks, and I had a different purpose for them, but so all my DVD series, all my physical media actually all fit perfectly in here. Almost all of it, except for Smallville and Babylon 5. But so like here's TNG, DS9, Voyager, Thundercats, Babylon 5, Enterprise, TOS. I tried to make sure that they were either labeled to where you could see exactly what it is, or at least, slide them out real quick to see which series. I mean, I know every fucking thing here by sight. I know this fucking shit. I know this is Enterprise. I know it's season 1 through 4. I know that's Battlestar Galactica next to Thundercats. And then this one here. And there went my... Hey! We crashed and burned. That was awesome. Somebody clipped that. That was fucking brilliant.
That was a great example of bird of prey-nomics.
Hey, was that a bird of prey? Was that crash bird of prey qualified?
Bird.
He's muted.
We'll just
So
say
a lot of
bird
books.
prey,
I was able to put a lot of physical books in these, which you can easily pull out. I mean, these are the Harry Potter books. These are my sagas, my Dresden Files, my Simon R. Green.
Dresden Files. It's been
Dresden
a while.
Files. Oh yeah, I got 2 books still I need to
Wow.
read. I got his 2 latest books. I still need to read them.
Oh, MB.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried something called the Honorverse?
Honorverse. No, I've never heard of that. I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, apparently it's quite good, from what I've heard. I mean, you read like one book. Me, not bad.
I took most of my horror characters and just kind of set them here on a display. And then my son was so fun. He put the the classic telephone over next to him. I was like, that fits. A rotary phone next to a bunch of 80s horror icons. Or in some cases, 70s, depending on what era.
Mm.
And let's see, there's all my Star Wars. That's pretty much... Yeah, pretty much go all the way down to all the way up. That's all Star Wars. I wasn't kidding when I said I know my EU.
Any Legacy era?
What's that?
Legacy era.
I do have Legacy, the cartoon. I do have Legacy, the comic book 1 and 2, volumes 1 and 2.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad comic. It was a bit blah.
The one with Anya Solo, or whatever the hell her name was.
No, that was the second one. I'm talking about the one with Kate Skywalker.
It was okay.
Yeah, it's like a badly rehashed idea.
It wasn't a very unique story.
No, wasn't at all.
Captain, I'll be right back.
Yes, ma'am.
Aussie Prey only fans. Good Lord, Love Shack, what are you thinking?
Oh, dear Lord.
What? Okay.
Okay.
People will pay to see. Yeah, want to pay to
Okay.
see that. Okay.
Consider it is now 10:32 in the morning. 10:32 at night. What am I saying? Yeah, I'm going to be falling asleep soon, and I do not want that in my brain. Mostly because I'll be screaming so loudly that probably Chris can hear me on the other side of the bloody continent.
So make sure your windows are closed.
Oh. Good panel, are we? Well, we don't have any Kiwis on, so gold.
So,
I
Captain, I
don't
had
mind.
it. Sorry.
I don't
Captain?
mind the occasional New Zealander.
The occasional one.
Yeah.
As long as it brings beer. Then it's all good.
Yeah. And they're not a North Islander.
I haven't dealt with too many of those, so can't comment.
I'm not gonna go into details, so don't freak out. Yvette and Captain Track. But I used to house share with some North Islanders, and yeah, I don't want to ever house share again. Yeah, they have a very different concept of things like consent than the rest of us.
Wow. Did they do bad things to you, Chris?
No, just to my female friends.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Duly noted.
Captain, just to let you know, I had to swap back to the phone. The tablet was literally unable to stream with this many people joining, so I had to switch back.
That's interesting.
Very bizarre.
That makes me wonder. I see why. It's quite the memory hog.
I don't know. It's the first time I've ever used it, so we thought we'd try it out so I could see the chat, but I am destined not to be able to see the chat when I'm on my phone.
Maybe Bird, instead of sending you to old pickles, should have us all invest in a good tablet for you, Yvette.
It's a brand new tablet. Well, I say brand new. I've just never opened the box and got it out and charged it up. So, yeah.
I think the only thing of Amazon I have in this house is a Kindle, which I rarely use, which is kind of poor of me considering it's a waste of money. Though, mind you, everything else I buy does get put to good use.
Hmm. My computer stopped.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's come back again.
Probably was hanging for a while.
You. How did your game go, Chris? I'm sorry I had to leave again.
That's okay. It was not too bad. I only thought I'd end up finishing one of the stories in it, but I've ended up finishing all three.
Oh,
Which one's
good.
this time?
Warframe. Warframe.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that.
So, yeah. They brought out a mechanic called the Lich, where if you nearly kill the guy and you get a little thing above his head, and that means you can use the Lich on him, which then activates this thing where you have every time you kill them, they get harder. So every time you fail in the mission, they get harder, and it goes up a level. So if it's too hard for you to finish, that just gets harder every time you attempt it. So it completely destroyed the game. Because you start off with like your level 1. Oh yeah, we're going to play around on level 1. No, you're level 100 now. That's where you start.
What's the type of game where you have to play it again and again and again to get every part of it? There's a certain type of game that's called.
Yeah.
I forget the word or the term.
Grinder.
Yeah, I think it could be that.
Yeah. But you're basically grinding in the game. You do the same missions again and again and again, and beef your character up and receive different awards each time.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, that bothers the living hell out of me. That's just boring.
Yeah, but then every time it generates a map, it uses the same tile set, but it creates a different physical
Procedural
map.
generation. Yeah, I've played around with that a few times.
So it's not too bad with that. And now they've got open world as well.
That ain't bad.
Got 3 open worlds.
We lost MB.
Yeah,
he had
I think he said
to pop out, refresh.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So I'm guessing that I didn't set things up right, and you didn't hear my super chat when I came in. It just showed the visual of it. It didn't go over the audio.
No.
What are you talking about, Darius?
You see, I can't see the chat anymore.
He says, LOL, Chris Grinder is the gay Tinder. When did we mention Grinder?
Isn't Tinder the gay Tinder?
I don't know.
Or is it? I honestly don't know enough about the dating apps and that to know which one's which.
Search me.
I'll bet that is
Oh,
a dating
Having
app.
never been on a dating app, so I can't help.
Yeah,
No.
I kind of find them repugnant, personally.
When I was going through my divorce, I tried out Ashley Madison's.
Before
Was
I
it
got
any
sick,
good?
I used them. They were pretty good. Way to meet new people.
Yes, bud. Whatever you say.
Well, there are especially dating sites.
It was weird when it matched me with a employee in my company.
Yo, 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 yo,
Oh,
yo,
no.
yo,
I
yo.
walked across
Let's get dangerous.
the office to go show her, and because she got the match at the same time I did. Like, oh, geez.
You went over to the show where and HR stepped in and said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
was
whoa!"
like, we'll just agree this didn't happen, and we went about
Yeah.
our ways.
Good.
I think I
idea.
used one called, I think it was called Plenty of Fish, and it matched me with like all the girls I went to school with and shit like that were using it. And it was just sort of funny. It's like, you girls were like, you're really popular in school, and now you can't find a guy.
Honestly, that's what happened. Like when I went to, it was kind of like a reunion of elementary school and junior high.
Yeah,
Okay.
The hottest. I mean, the most attractive girls from the younger school, when I was going, were the most popular, or
Yeah.
the at best average, and the more average looking girls had become the hottest.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was a bit funny.
Yeah, odd.
Well, my question just got answered on what I was going to be doing today because we just got told the lawn mower that we were supposed to get sent here, the order was canceled. So they will not be dropping it off today.
Well, shit.
Thank you for waiting 5 days after we placed the order to tell us the delivery day. We are canceling it. And then, of course, I
Now-
love it. They canceled it for one of the following reasons. And then, of course, they list off 3-4 reasons why. It's like, gee, so in other words, you don't fucking know the reason either.
So now, are you using the same delivery service as LDG uses?
No, I was going directly through the Lowe's website because I was using my Lowe's card.
Sorry, babe.
I'd call them.
Yeah, I'll get around to that.
So you can do one thing.
Oh, Carlo,
Mm.
720 matches, all said no.
Oof.
I didn't have much better, but it was a little better.
So I guess I'm going to go have to spend a little extra money up in Terre Haute.
Is it a very big lawn, MB? Do you need to drive one, or can you
Yeah,
not
I
get a
need to
normal
drive.
one?
Yeah, Yvette, I moved to my house is on 1.43 acres.
Okay, now I understand.
So I cannot. I had a push mower, and I was willing to use it a little bit. We were going to switch off, but that thing is so fucking old. I've had the thing since before my son was born, so it finally crapped out. So I was like, oh, of course, now you're going to crap out. You could have crapped out back in South Carolina on a 1/4 acre land. No. You got to do it now when I need you the most.
That's for them.
Oh, okay. Carlo was joking. My bad. He said probably shouldn't have said the tip count as an opening.
Oh, Carlo. Carlo.
And here I
Carlo.
was legit feeling bad for you, Carlo. Because
Yeah.
I know a guy
Carlo.
who, on my web forum, who joined eHarmony, and they refunded his money and said they couldn't find a match for him.
Wow.
That's probably worse than the 720. Oops.
Oh.
Sorry, Carlo.
But 8 years later, he met somebody, married, and they have a family now. So
Yeah, good for him.
eventually it happens. To some people, not to all.
Yeah. Not everyone.
I shouldn't have let some of you on my Facebook. Now other people are showing up and I'm learning their real names and I didn't want to. Damn it. Now I know Darth Astor's first name.
Darth?
So do
Oh,
I,
yeah.
SB.
I do too.
No, I just think it's funny because it'll like I haven't friended him or anything on my face. So I kind of try to keep my Facebook very separate because, well, everybody on there is family and close friends with me, and like I said, that's where most of my political talk goes, and we're heavily political. And trust me, we've said shit on there that I'm surprised some of us haven't been banned from Facebook permanently.
Carlo, I can't imagine what he wanted was anything out of the usual. He just seemed like a lonely guy.
What did you
Here, I'll
say,
see you.
Dad?
Fear can join between.
Here, Yvette, I'll show you my son the other day. He was doing some weed whacking. Give you just a little idea of the size of my backyard. And that's just a small portion. That's just one little area of it.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's the back area there. You see back there, that is that's my fence area for the dogs. They absolutely love it. And then actually a little further back beyond the fence line, I actually own another like 20 feet of property back there. So I just recently marked our lines. And let's see. Yeah, there he is.
And they did line out. So here's my mom taking a turn at doing it. We're both taking turns at weed whacking it.
Yeah.
And it seems that mom is doing the same way that I am doing.
Yeah, so that was the other day. I was just trying to do a little trimming areas. But yeah, unfortunately, what's that?
I said, get some goats. They're great lawnmowers.
Sure, I could actually if I really wanted to ask nicely, I could probably go ask my neighbor next door to me. She has about a dozen.
Seriously, I know quite a few people who have farms here, and they all have goats to mow the lawns.
Huh.
Yes, actually, that is true. A lot of people will have goats and stuff like that for the purpose of taking care of the land area.
Yeah.
But we've only lived here. We're actually entering our third month of living here, and we've just been hit with rain, and the grass is just growing faster. And it's like we try to go get the lawnmower, and I'm gonna have to suck it up because the one I want, apparently is just not available. So I'm gonna have to pay. I'm gonna have to end up going for one of those 0 tons. That's gonna be about $2,500.
Wow, that's expensive.
It is expensive. Yeah, it is. I was trying to go for the standard. There was a standard one about 1,500, 1,600, but they are just like nowhere to be found right now. I've checked Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and either they're selling a really bad piece of shit or they're selling a used one for basically the price of a new one. And I'm just like, okay, that's fucked up, dude. Not paying you $2,400 for something that's 3 years old when I can go pay the same price for a brand new one.
Jesus.
Well, obviously, you can't, or you would do it.
Well, I can't do it. Cap, it's not that I can't do it. It's I really don't want to spend that much money. So what I'll probably end up having to do is the same thing I was originally going to do. I'll just go up to Lowe's. When I go up there tomorrow, I'll take the trailer, go up there tomorrow. I'll halvesy it. I'll put half of it on my Lowe's card, and then I'll pay cash for the other half. So, like I said, it's not that I can't do it, but it's still a lot of money I don't want to spend, but I kind of don't have a choice. Brie Larson allegedly unfollows Gal Gadot over controversial statement of Israel Gaza. You do know Gal Gadot is Israeli, right? Just saying.
Not.
I'm just saying she is Israeli. She did have to serve in the IDF. So got a feeling she probably is a bit qualified to talk about what goes on in Israel. Just throwing it out there. She might have actually experienced it a little bit.
These people have no idea what they're talking about. Why start now?
I have a question. Why does anybody follow Brie Larson?
Why? Why?
I don't know. To me, it's like following Paris. It was like trying. It's like when people were following Paris Hilton or her sister. I'm like, so you basically want to follow a stick, a twig?
Captain,
Yes.
you know what I'm going to say.
Bye-bye. Or however you say it.
Yeah, lunchtime. So, oh, and for everyone that's interested, I'm making sweet and sour from scratch. I got fresh cashews, pineapple, onions, mushrooms. I'll be making the sauce.
Can I come over?
What kind of what kind of onions? Excuse me.
Oh, British white strong, and you sort of, I suppose, I don't know what the terminology is, in butter, and you sort of cook them very, very slowly. They don't turn colour. And then you start adding, water chestnuts. I've got to chop them up as well. It's a whole do-it-yourself job. So that should be fun. Just in case anyone wanted to know. So, Captain, thank you very much for having me. And Geek, great to talk to you. Krish, I shall see you soon, I'm sure.
Catch you later.
Fed up, great to see you. And Bird, have a great day.
Take care.
Enjoy your lunch.
And much love to everyone in the chat. I will be listening as always. Bye.
Catch you later.
Sorry, I can't get that high. So, yeah.
Nah, I could probably get that high, but I don't want to.
I met her voice.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
What were you thinking?
Considering half the people in this chat, who knows?
Carry on.
I think Bert and I are the only ones on this panel who've never used. Well, don't use marijuana.
Never touched the stuff myself. Doesn't do anything for me, I imagine. The idea isn't appealing at all.
Cap, are you calling me a pothead?
No, I'm simply saying that.
You could have said yes, and I would have been like, just checking.
No, I'm just saying that you partake in it, and whether in some form or another. Bert and I do not, and I didn't know about Fandom.
I wouldn't.
You know what my vice is.
Yes.
You know what my vice is quite well.
Yes, I do.
I wouldn't partake in any of that stuff because that would be illegal where I am. So I don't know anything about that sort of thing.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. I forget that would be illegal there, but I'm sure if you were able to legally do so, you might decide to partake in it.
Even if it was legal?
I would.
No.
If it was legal where I am, I may consider it as a option of things that I wish to do.
As I said, if it were legal.
I'll tell you this. I honestly, I prefer the vape style versus and the edibles. I do not, unlike Elihu, I don't buy flour. Elihu prefers the flour. I prefer the vape.
Just a quick, because I gotta go for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I'll be back. But before I see, JP's asked, is anyone doing a watch party tonight? I'm not sure about anyone else, but I know Anti-Tracker does his stupid movie with Matthew tonight at like 8 p.m. Eastern or 8:30 Eastern, maybe 9.
I know that. Oh, what's his name? Commodore Ty is doing
yes,
tonight.
Sons of Anarchy tonight,
which is going to be far better than whatever shit Anti-Tracker.
Yeah, he does Sons of Anarchy at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then that should be over by the time Anti-Tracker starts.
Hey, Bird, Sons of Anarchy was the last show I watched that was that I watched when it would come on. I would stay up late.
Enjoyed it.
I will be asleep by then or listening to Doomcock. So there's no way in hell I'm going to be, let's see here, Doomcock or watching a shitty movie with Anti-Tracker. Guess which I'm choosing?
I think I know which one I'd choose.
I know you'd choose Anti-Tracker, but you know, that's it.
I don't know if you can see very well, but those are all those right there. Those are all the comic boxes that were you couldn't see earlier because my bookshelves were behind them. So that's all the comic books I've been talking about that I've had in boxes.
Let me see here. There's 5 on top. There's at least 5 or 6 on the bottom.
Let me see. I haven't counted in a while. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I did not even count the ones behind the ones that are there. So yeah.
6 big boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, I believe, small boxes.
And what about the ones below the boxes that you just counted?
I counted those too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I counted those. 1 big box is down there. 2 big boxes are here, and then 3 are on the side over there.
That's a shit ton.
Let's see. That's Adventures of Superman. That's Walking Dead. That's Fables. That's all Superman, Batman. That's all Superman, Batman, Nightwing. Yeah, you fucking name it. It's one of those. I'm going to. One of the reasons I bought those shelves over there, the ones over there and focused actually putting books and stuff on it, was 1, maximizing space, and 2, there's a lot of good comics in here that are trade paperbacks that I actually want to have displayed just to have them out. Like I'd like to have all of The Walking Dead because I have all the trades for that. Fables is a favorite of mine. And then there's a couple I'm going to go through in the individual ones that are wrapped that I'm actually going to pull out and kind of display. So like I have Batman Year One, the comic. So I want to put that one up. I'm thinking about putting the Death in the Family, the one that shows Jason Todd being all fucked up. You know, kind of putting a couple of them out there as a display for artwork. There's a few enjoyable ones. There's a few art covers I really loved. Now the fun part is going to be having to open all these up again. Well, that's why I've been working on this for 3 days now. I guess I know what I'm doing today since I can't go mow my fucking lawn. So I guess I'll be working on this.
I'll just call your neighbor and see if the ghost can come over for a visit.
Think of it this way, NB. Free feta.
Don't tempt me about the feta. I love feta. Man, all the things I wish I still had from my childhood, I at least have one thing still that I was able to keep, and that was this the Star Trek tin from TNG.
I lost
So
all my tins. I hate you.
This is the only one I have. This is the only card collection I still have left. All my other tins are gone. This is the only thing I have left, and this is the only one of the only things I still have that my grandmother got me, and yeah, this was like one of those limited editions. This is like 489 out of 10,000 from Skybox, and I don't fucking know if it's worth anything or not. I don't give a shit. I've never tried to look, but
yes, it is worth something.
What
it's
was
worth
it?
Something to you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
who gives a
Everything
shit?
to me, there's no monetary value to this. Everything,
Whether
all
they're-
value in this is all memory. So to me, it's worth everything.
Whether it's worth money on the market or not doesn't mean shit.
Not to
It's
me.
worth
Definitely.
something to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And there was one tin in my collection that, yeah, it was collectible. Yeah, I probably could have sold it. I didn't want to because I loved the thing. And yeah, I lost it. So
Yeah, the cards are still in great shape. Look at that. I just pulled out Keiko.
Awesome.
Yeah. It has a little bit, gives a little bit of the information about the characters. And this came out, I don't know, 90s. It had to be 90s because I think it was after all 7 seasons, but I could be completely wrong. Anyway, this was one of those, what was it? QVC? What was that the name of the channel? QVC?
Yeah, QVC.
Yeah. Where you used to buy shit before Amazon and the internet.
You
can still do it, but why?
Yeah, why now?
Tell me something, lads. In the States, did you guys ever have these, like, peelable, breakable magazine Star Trek issues that you would put together in binders?
Yes, I believe we did.
Yeah, I had those when I was much younger. Those were nice to collect.
One of the ones I'd love to get my hands on off of Amazon, and they'd be secondhand, but or somewhere else. I'd love to get the old Nitpickers guides.
Oh, wow.
What? And spark a memory there, Cap?
Yep.
Well, remember, that was back when nitpicking Star Trek was all for love, not for hate. One of my most favorite episodes is the one where Geordi and Ro are out of phase, and I keep pointing out every obvious flaw that is in that episode. Like, how are they moving with the ship?
Yeah, why aren't they going through the floor?
Yeah. Why do they have reflections still?
Uh-huh.
And how is it when Ro got shot, she still landed on the floor and you heard the thump? Look, I love the episode. I just love pointing out everything that's wrong with it because it's fun.
I mean, I can pick out every bad thing about even the best Star Trek episode ever. And I love it. But, yeah, now it's to the point, it's like, the only thing, there isn't much else to do, because if you were to pick out the good stuff, it would be so rare.
There was only out of new Star Trek, what I've seen, or bastardized Star Trek, whatever you want to call it. There was that one episode in season 3 that didn't have Mikey Spock for all of the episode except for the last second. I was like, this was actually a decent episode, and then you ruined it by bringing her ass in. So that was a bummer. Lower Decks had some moments, man. It honestly, I wish it had been a more serious show, and it might have actually have been, and it would have been so much better. And Picard, well, let me know when Patrick Stewart really wants to play Picard again.
I don't think he wants to ever again.
I thought you were going to say, tell me when Patrick Stewart wakes up.
I was going to say that, but I saved that for President Biden when I make comments about him.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised. I got one of my favorite ones. As I said, I couldn't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I couldn't find a piñata of Biden, Harris, and Pelosi in time. I said maybe next year. I know a couple people on Facebook who are friends of mine who really are heavy Democrats. So I did that one just to purposely. They were like, "Go fuck yourself." I'm like, "Oh, come on. It's the same joke you did back in 2016. They're like, yeah.
Rules for ye, rules for me.
Nah, they're good.
Yeah.
Nah, they're good people. They're not like the typical ones.
I would personally, I would get for both sides. It's like, yeah, fuck you both. Y'all suck.
Well, the easy way to do that would be just there's an easy way to do that. You just get a pinata of an elephant, a pinata of a donkey.
Well, that's true.
I mean, there you go, right there. I mean, I don't even think you'd have to look too hard to find those pinatas. Just put an R on one, a D on the other. There you go. Problem solved.
And Captain, your viewpoint? Yeah. This is why you probably should have been an Aussie. We think the same thing of our pollies.
I'm sorry, missed the last part.
We think the same way of our pollies.
Oh,
your politicians, your pollies. Ooh, I like that term. I'm going to say we have to Americanize that term.
You have my blessing, NB.
I like that, pollies. I'm surprised nobody in America ever came up with that.
That's because it doesn't fit your witticisms or it doesn't fit your patterns of doing things.
True.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That is true.
A southerner, though, would do it. Yeah, it's actually more fitting.
I am technically southern Midwest. Whereas I'm pretty sure Cap is just straight up Midwest.
Yep.
Okay, now, if you want a mindfuck, I'll give you one in terms of politics. Our Conservative Party here is called the Liberals. Our Democrat-esque party is called Labour. Wrap that around your head for a second.
Well, no, it's actually pretty easy to wrap around your head when you understand European conservative, European liberal are not interchangeable with American conservative and necessarily American liberal.
Correct. But note Captain Trek's reaction when I said all that.
Oh yeah, I understand that concept. I've heard it.
Just the whole idea. I mean,
it is funny.
The ultra liberals that are in the Hollywood bubble mainly would honestly think that liberals there would be the same. These are the same idiots that went to Japan with Black Lives Matter and were basically told, yeah, fuck off.
I don't understand. Well, that's the thing. If they try to take that somewhere. By the way, Cap, why am I still the only thing being seen? Why is my avatar the only thing?
Oh fuck! I didn't do that. At
There we go.
At least it's your avatar.
Oh yeah, that is true. But it's like you go to these places. Well, these are the same idiots who will take a knee during the national anthem, but they'll stand for the Chinese national anthem.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they're not. That's why they're not saying anything, because there was violence against Asians. You'll notice Black Lives Matter doesn't say shit
I'd love to see them
because
go.
they're not black. Ooh.
Well, as I always try
Because
to,
they're doing it.
tell these idiots, I said, you want to go make a difference? Take your BLM flags, take your rainbow flags, take your trans flags, go over to a place like China, North Korea, Afghanistan, Turkestan, and I could name off Iraq, Iran. Go to a few of those places, try that shit, and see how well it works out for you. Watch it. Yeah. See how many of them end up in jail.
Or worse.
Or worse, yeah.
Okay, then. Now, continuing our little conversation of crazy things we do down under. Do you know how easy it was once upon a time to replace a sitting leader of this country? Krish,
I don't
my
know
dear
much
boy.
about your parliament. I'm going to be honest. I don't know much about your parliament.
Well, I'll let Krish explain. Krish, tell them.
I can't remember the details of it, but essentially, like you know how most people change socks. That's how we changed them. Who was the first one we had in where they just switched it out? I can't.
Okay, I'll explain. John Howard was there for 12 years. Then we got Rudd. Then we got Gillard, who basically stabbed him in the back and took his seat over. Our first female prime minister, by the way, sound familiar? Then it was when she was flagging, they tried to replace her with Rudd again. Then came Tony Abbott. Then came Turnbull. Then came our current one, which is Morrison. So that's been since 2011. 7 prime ministers, 6 if you don't include the double act that Rudd tried.
All right.
Add to that, when the ruling party switched because Gillard Rudd were Labour Party, Democrats, quote unquote. Guess what happened when old Abbott, which was, how do I put this? The guy, I don't particularly have any issue against the guy, but the fellow was a PR nightmare. The first thing he did when he came to power was the adults are now running. The adults are back in charge. That's how he addressed the people.
Oh Lord!
He was also known for trying to shirt front Putin, captain's picks, bringing back royal titles like a Sir and Dame. Need I go on? And then he was replaced by a very, 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 very left-leaning fellow, and that was a mess. How do you feel about your system now?
All I can say is I know many political systems are fucked. That's just, yeah.
Yes. But Krish was not kidding when they said this country changes its leaders like most people change socks.
Yeah, we just were tearing through them at one stage, and it wasn't a case of so much of voting in and voting out as much as it was backstab and replace, or bait and switch.
Mm-hmm. And both sides did it. They had to make new rules to stop it.
It's like how you get the. I don't really look at the Australian politics at all as any way having two sides, except for the only way it has two sides is you've got one side is the government, the other side is the people.
Pretty much. And now do you see
Is your
Captain Trick where it's saying,
is your parliament kind of the way? And if I missed this, I'm sorry. Is your parliament basically where your prime minister is like the majority party leader, or do you vote your?
Not exactly.
No. You vote your local member of parliament, and they vote the prime minister in. That's why they could switch and change. You basically technically are voting for a voice in the parliament.
Gotcha.
And then you have the Senate, which is, we sort of take a bastardized version. We borrow a bit of your system, we borrow a bit of the old system from England, throw it together, and then hope and pray.
Sort of like a democratic dictatorship.
Well, I think a lot of people don't. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people don't. There's a lot of people, even in America, who don't know this. Originally, when our Senate was created in the Constitution, it was not. The people didn't vote for it.
Mm-hmm.
We only voted for our representative of our district in the House of Representatives. They were basing our two houses, the Senate and the House, based on a similar concept of the British Parliament, the House of Lords, the House of Commoners, where the Commoners voted on, and the House of Lords are appointed. So you had generally the governor and the governor's assembly of the state that would assign your senators, which did have a benefit of being able to have them removed. But then we had an amendment to the Constitution to where now it's voted on.
Yeah, I love it.
I honestly, there are times I kind of miss the old system.
Now, provide some entertainment. Picture this, if you will. Imagine if you had our system. You would have had your last president, Trump, in the parliament every day, basically arguing whatever case he wanted to. As opposed to having it here. Imagine that. Imagine the hilarity.
Yeah, because your prime minister is actually still part of the legislative side, correct?
Correct.
See, that's the thing. The president is completely separate from the legislative branch. The vice president is the president of the Senate, but the only time the vice president is allowed to vote is on anything that is a tiebreaker.
So
I agree with you, JPs. I agree with you.
Politics, yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of dull. But at least we're just sort of discussing how everything works as opposed to, oh, your side better, my side good. Ugh, ugh.
Yeah.
At least now we're discussing it all sucks. So we agree on that.
Yes, this is
talk
why
about something good, like I don't know.
I don't know. I'll tell you what. I'll start going through my comic books here. I'll see if I can't find something to pull up that we can have a discussion about.
And he pulls out the only political comic he's got.
Okay, do we want to start with Star Trek?
I promise I do not have political comics. If I ever did get one that would be political, it would be that. Actually, I almost picked it up. I'm going to pick it up next time I go. I cannot think of the name of it, but it is a comic with mice based during Nazi Germany, and I've heard really good things about it over the years. So it's one I do want to pick up.
Well, do we want to do Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh, let's go with Star Wars. We usually do Star Trek, so let's go Star Wars.
Okay, then. I'm going to go to the EU. Yuuzhan Vong.
Oh, the Yuuzhan Vong, nice. Vector Prime. God, I was tearing up when I read that book.
Yeah. Honestly speaking, they were struck me as a bit like the Tyranids.
Oh, as what?
Tyranids, Warhammer 40k, sort of the Great Plague of the universe.
Oh, I'm not familiar with Warhammer.
Just think Yuuzhan Vong with a penchant for devouring everything. And I mean everything. But yeah, thoughts on that particular race, adversary, antagonist? I kind of found them quite dull, honestly.
How the Yuuzhan Vong looked in my head is how the bad guys looked in Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
Only
Oh,
slightly more grotesque than they were in Galaxy Quest. A little bit more chopped up.
funny that you mentioned that, though. They kind of made me think of Scarrans from Farscape.
Mm.
Those were ugly bastards. I'm guessing no one here's a Farscape fan.
Yeah, no, it's Farscape. I'm watching Farscape on my Plex. On my Plex on
Yeah.
my Cosme at the moment.
I've only seen first 2 seasons, but yes.
Yeah, when I was living down south, I think I was actually present when they were filming one of the earlier episodes on the beach where I used to live. Well, nearby where I used to live, I should say.
See, I
Farscape,
used-
Farscape, yeah. Never heard of it. Don't know anything about Farscape.
I used to
Completely unfamiliar with it.
I used to review that with another YouTube thing that I don't go to anymore, so I'll need to go back and do that all
Okay,
again.
Okay, I have an excellent topic then. Scorpius versus Garrick.
Oh, damn. No.
Scorpius.
That's like a whole fucking show right there.
Do it.
Scorpius. Oh, my God. What a great antagonist.
Oh yes, he is.
Mm.
I think Scorpius is what Garrick could have been if you really let him loose, or I don't know. It would just be a great thing to see. Would be just Scorpius,
The Unchained
and
Garrick.
No, but just imagine Scorpius and Garrick across a table or interrogation, or just even just talking with each other. Just imagine that.
The two of them trying to interrogate each other.
His eyes. His eyes.
His eyes. I didn't say a word.
The first 4 hours is nobody's talking. They're just staring at each other.
Actually, they kind of look alike, didn't they?
Backstage.
Hey guys, I'll be back in just a minute.
All right.
My wife and daughter are heading up to my oldest's baby shower today. Well, I think it's
Oh.
tomorrow. They're heading up there today, so I'm gonna walk them out.
All right, MB. Hey, LDG.
Good morning, LDG.
Morning, guys. Go. Need a quick minute here to collect my.
Gotta get his shit together.
Yep.
His schism to gism.
Captain.
So,
make quick coffee.
The morning coffee, hey?
Coffee.
He's enjoying this a bit too much.
I am currently showing something else, but I just wanted to have the something playing on in my Cosme room so that people could join, and then that way
Yeah, the sad part.
and yes,
I just wanna say,
Dr. Alec,
Captain
the link is pinned. Sorry, I've been ignoring the chat. It started so I didn't even. I honestly hadn't even looked.
It's really easy to play your YouTube stream in Cosme because you can take the YouTube URL and just put it in their URL box. Click the button and off it goes. So you can have Cosme playing your live stream while you're doing your live stream, and you just keep an eye on the chat. You know, like you mute the tab, keep an eye on the chat there, and an eye on the chat here. And there you go. I literally just did it with my game stream. I did. I was streaming to YouTube and to Cosme at the same time.
And there. And there we go. Cool. Although I'm not sure. Okay, now I got it. There. Now it's live. Who's Duck? See here, it's awfully quiet today. Cosme. It's a site you can use to stream with either different
It's like a cross between Facebook Messenger and YouTube.
Right.
With a few other bells and whistles thrown in.
You can have chat in there. You can have mods in there. You can participate in voice. In fact, I'll even go on voice right now and say, I want to say hello to all my Cosme people. Thank you. And I was just on voice in there.
You got many people in there?
3 total. Everyone's a mod
Set it to
right
public?
now.
You set it to public?
How do I do that?
So the command button. Let me double check on mine. So yeah, command button, room settings, security, and then it'll have visibility, either public or private.
Okay, wait a minute. Where the hell are you at? Command button?
You know, in Star Trek, the 3 pips on the neck makes them a commander. So the 3 dot button, command, makes sense.
I don't. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Wait a minute. No, I'm on the right one. I see a yellow. I see a yellow and blue ball with an arrow.
Above invite friends, it has the 3 dots.
Okay.
Yeah, the 3 pips on the collar means a commander, so it's a command button.
Room settings, security. It's set to public.
Auto accept all join requests, or you don't have to have that set on.
That's turned on. Oh, wait a minute. Public. There it is. Oh, fuck no. Give new members admin permissions by default. Fuck, who the fuck would do that?
A moron.
More than you think.
And why would anyone? Okay. Now, how the hell do I get out of this? What's up? There.
Yeah. Okay. That kind of reminds me of a story someone told me about the futility of making something idiot-proof. Want to hear it?
Okay.
Used to be this builder or whatever. Always had one of those nail guns. You know, they had this little cap to stop you from basically shooting nails all around the place. He got around that, just pulled off the little cap or strip thing to stop you from firing the nail and just started shooting nails around the place.
Okay.
Thus the futility of trying to make something idiot proof.
Hmm.
Simple story. And yeah, there's probably more to it that I'm missing, but don't get me.
Point is made. Definitely.
Yes, just in YouTube Open is if they're not synced. Sorry, that's just life. Just shut off the audio for one.
Yeah. There's going to be a bit of a delay. Not much you can do about it.
And
Alex proof.
I doubt that. Okay. I hadn't even thought about putting my own stream up there. I just thought want to put something up, but I didn't want to just, you know. So thank you. At least I know I can put that up to have something
No
showing
worries.
all the time.
Yeah. If you can install a Plex server, not the Plex client, but the Plex server, you can all your stuff that you've got backed up, you can play through the Plex server in a Chrome tab, and then share the Chrome tab. You can make up playlists or play a folder.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me about that later because yeah, I could probably do that.
All right, they're out the door safe.
Welcome back, MB.
That's a pretty easy drive. It's only 160 miles.
Is that all?
Yeah. One of the advantages of moving where we live now is we're only 2.5 to 3 hours from my daughter, and then about the same distance from my in-laws. So, and my extended family on the other side where my daughter lives. So, we have a pretty nice in the middle area.
NB. That's
Yeah.
what we down here call up the road.
Well, technically for us, we would consider that up the road.
Us too.
Well, considering that my original drive used to be from South Carolina to either my in-laws or my daughter's was a 12-hour trip. This is a cakewalk.
Yeesh.
And then you get people in European countries, if they drove for 2-3 hours, they end up going through a couple different countries possibly.
Hey, Kronos is here finally. About freaking time.
Hey, Kronos. And Poe, hey.
He's a chat master himself.
I gotta go, Cap. Sorry.
Sure. Sure.
Just go. It's just fine. Just be like that.
Well, I have a question for TWTG since he's got the avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Stargate. What do you think about them talking again about doing like a reboot of the movies?
I don't want to see any reboots. I hate reboots. I hate books to movie, comic books to movie, reboots, sequels, prequels, reimaginings, recreations, whatever the word is. I hate them.
Seconded.
But we can agree SG1 is awesome, right?
Oh, SG1, the original SG1, and the original Stargate movie. I absolutely love them. I'm doing a Stargate watch party at the moment where we do 3 episodes a night. That's 3 episodes a week. Sorry.
Oh, that'd be easy for me to follow. I have all of SG1. I have all of Atlantis.
Yeah.
I don't have Universe because it sucked.
Horribly.
Which one was the cartoon?
There was a cartoon.
There
There's a
was
Stargate cartoon.
I never saw it, so I have no idea.
Whichever one whichever one the cartoon was, that one was really bad. The cartoon was like painful to watch.
Oh.
Are we talking Star
The
Trek level painful?
It's like cutout animation. It's like original South Park without the funny.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
bad.
Yeah.
That is shite.
I was like looking and going like, oh yeah, it's like a modern time and stuff like that. So we're going to get a Stargate cartoon. It's going to have to be like some sort of high end computer generated or something, isn't it?
I'd like to say.
Nope.
Nope, that's not what happens.
I remember getting into this series only after the show came out.
Yeah, it's very different.
The Walking Dead.
What was interesting was, as much as I was I was reading the comics, and as I was going through the comics and watching the show, I started noticing both similarities and differences. And well, I was quite enjoying them. My wife and I at the time were watching, and I said, "Well, yeah, that happened, but it happened with a different character at this point." Like one of the biggest character, like the 2 biggest stars in the show right now, Carol died in the comic. And Daryl doesn't even exist in the comic. He never did.
Really?
No, Daryl was a Carol in the comics. Carol commits suicide by zombie, and her daughter is actually still alive throughout the comic series. Whereas in the TV show, her daughter dies and she's still alive.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Mm. Nothing against The Walking Dead, but I have not really enjoyed it. It feels too.
Yeah.
I love
I
that.
just couldn't get into it. I couldn't it didn't hook me.
I love the artwork. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad it was never done in color.
Oh, I imagine the comic is much better than the series because it actually has a structure to it. It just feels like they're rehashing the same story again and again with The Walking Dead. And call me a bit of a Luddite, but I dislike the idea of you having to kill off your main characters.
When I was reading, they were talking. They were going to end it after this next couple seasons. I was like, well, yeah, you brought in the Commonwealth. That's going to be where the show ends. Now, I will say this. Kirkman did a hell of a fake out where he made it look like he was continuing the series and then threw everyone for a loop. I mean, like he had out synopsis and cartoon and drawings made of future issues, and then pulled the wool out of everybody's rug and said, "Nope, this is the last issue." And didn't tell anybody until it got published. And I was like, and he said, and it says at the end of the book, he's like, I don't like knowing when the movie's about to end. So I thought it'd be fun to let you guys know, oh, it's ended and you didn't know it.
Right.
No.
To me, it feels like this Commonwealth is just a quote unquote pastiche ripoff, what do you want to call it, of Fallout, of the Enclave from Fallout. That's what they feel like to me.
I only played one Fallout game once, and I'll be honest, they weren't for me.
Yeah. Was it number 3 perchance? 2, 1?
I think 3.
Yeah, that was shite. But the Enclave, the Commonwealth feels very similar to the Enclave, sort of. But again, as much as I enjoyed the Fallout games, I never really enjoyed the universe of Fallout.
Yeah, I can understand that. Holy shit. Must be when shit was... I just now noticed this. I'm pulling these out. It says... I gotta get a better fucking light in here. Anyway, it fucking says, must be 18 or over to buy. Please do not open in store. Where the hell did I buy that from where they had that label on there?
Yeah, it must have been one of the coastal cities.
I don't know where I picked that. I honestly don't have a clue where I picked that one up at. But it's just funny that it has that on there. I think of a whole lot worse stuff.
And Kronos, what can AMC suck? I wouldn't let them touch it all.
What about AMC? Oh God, let them burn. Let the fucking move. Let the theaters go out of business.
I
Let them
agree.
go. Realistically, I don't care if they talk. You want to talk about jobs? Hey, it ain't exactly a high skilled position you've got there at a movie theater. Let's be honest. Who's the most skilled guy? The guy running the projector?
Yeah, he's probably the only skilled person there.
Mm-hmm.
The only movie theaters I give a shit about are the independent ones.
You know what?
That's it.
You know what'd be nice. I'd love for you know it'd be nice.
Drive-ins. I want
Drive-through.
drive-ins back.
Drive-ins.
Yeah.
You want your social distancing? There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
NV, that would require logic, something that is preciously lacking in this day and age.
Well, what would be great for someone like me is, hey, I could go into be nice to go into a drive-in, grab a couple of my chairs, my Coleman chairs, put them on the back of my tailgate, sit up there and watch it at the back of my tailgate, drinking a beer.
Yeah.
Or something. Nice. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it'd be hilariously simple to set up a drive-through or a
drive-in cinema. Yeah,
drive-in cinema. All you need is a massive projector, and they have to be very cheap in this day and age.
Let me see if Well, hell, I mean, think about it. With the era of Bluetooth and everything, you don't even need those little speakerphones you used to have. You just say plug into channel, plug it into plug AM channel 350 or something, or 950, whatever.
Well, see, that's what they do. A lot of them that still exist now will have a sign that says tune in to AM this, that, or that, or FM this or that, and that's it. You tune in and
you tune in on your car radio.
And all they would really need then is a Sonic like menu board with all the things from the concession stand. And you can place an order.
You don't even need that, Cap. You could just say, get one of those little QVC codes, hit it on your app, and you order there, and they bring it to your car.
Yeah, pay it on your phone with your card, and they bring it out to your car.
And then just say, I'm in stall 5, stall 21 or something. Blue car, stall 5. You wouldn't even need that Sonic thing.
License plate number. You just type in your license plate number, and they take it to your car.
The only reason I say you need that is because for seeing the menu.
Well, it could be an app on your phone. The menu can be an app on your phone.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So, check this out. I don't know if you guys heard this story last year. This story came out last year, May 17th. Wizard of Oz draws sold-out crowd to drive-in movie theater.
Yep. And
that
later,
was last
Kronos.
year. Later, Kronos. And that was last year. I guarantee you that shit would sell out now.
Oh,
yeah. People want to get out. I mean, Like I said, the first time I got to sit down in a restaurant was a TGI Fridays and over a sit down restaurant over a year plus. And I was like, holy shit. I totally forgot. I was like, holy shit, it really has been that long.
Yeah. You see, the only problem I see with the drive-in is that where I am, the cost of owning a car for licensing and all that has become so expensive that most people don't own a car, or less and less people are owning cars.
Mm.
So they don't have a car to go in with.
Even in my state.
How do you guys get around? What do you got, that high-speed rail they're always trying to push on us?
No. You have a choice of the different ride share and Uber and stuff like that. Public transport if you are going somewhere that the tourists are going, or you walk.
hmm Or if you're in Queensland, they have these odd little ideas called bus lanes. Same idea. It's a
What is it?
It's a bus lane, effectively. It's effectively like a special highway just for the buses.
I know we have that as well, but it only goes to where the
Certain
tourists are
place.
going.
I know, as you said. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm the guy who wants to go where the tourists don't go.
Yeah.
why do you think I chose this place? What places to live? And
No.
I
Don't
didn't-
get me wrong. I'll check out the touristy shit just for the shits and giggles, but I want to actually see the real. If I'm going there, I was like, nah, I want to see the real Australia, not the tourist or if I go somewhere, I was like, I want to see what's real about this place, not what everybody goes and sees. I'll see that, take a few photos, but I want to see the real stuff.
Well,
That is not the place I would pick to go find the real stuff.
okay,
The
Captain.
real
I
stuff.
would stick
Australia
close to the
is
tourist
fine.
stuff.
Yes,
It's
Captain. Let me reiterate: Krish and I are alive, and I'd say relatively healthy for all things. And we live on the other side of the place.
Places you don't want to go and see the real place is somewhere like Delhi, India, because then you end up in a rundown back alley of some it looks like blocks of solid blocks of units everywhere, and then in the little alleyway, standing next to a bike that's running while some guys run into a building to go and get some parts or something, and people are starting to come out of their homes and stuff because you're the only white person they've seen there in a long, long time, and you're starting to feel a little bit worried. But luckily, yeah, you get out quickly.
Actually, to be honest with you, one of the biggest issues I would have going into another country is not being able to carry my gun. I would feel very weird without having it.
Well, some of the brats you deal with around here, you probably want some sort of protection.
No, it's just more of it's like I said, it's just for me, it's just been a part of my lexicon culture for so long. I'm just comfortable with it. I don't have to have it strapped on me all the time. And sometimes I'll just I'll have it in my truck with me.
You know the major irony? I would probably come to one of your more open carry or concealed carry states or anywhere a place that actually has people carrying weapons. I feel much more safer there than any of your restrictive areas.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm working on my concealed carry for the state I moved to, Indiana, and I've been checking their laws. And actually, once I think I'm going to go ahead and pay the extra money and get the lifetime concealed carry permit and skip the 5-year thing. It's a little more expensive, but I think overall it'd be worth the money. And one of the biggest issues I have to deal with, though, is when I go from state to state is, I have to check reciprocity, make sure that the state I'm going into, like I go into Illinois a lot, I cannot carry my gun with me in any place on my person while I'm in Illinois because they don't honor my concealed carry for that. But I am allowed to have it in the vehicle, and I do not have to follow Illinois' bullshit laws on having a gun in the vehicle, which in Illinois, you have to have the gun and the ammo separate and in different locations.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah. What's the point in that? I mean, I understand what the point is, but it's a bit sort of it defeats the point of having the gun in the first place, really.
Pickles, where are you?
He's probably
Illegal.
He's probably making money doing his backstage stuff.
Mm. But yeah, aside from your more open carry states, they just seem like more interesting people, more my kind of people. I couldn't
Some of the
stand
most
your
fun
face
people, some of the most fun people you'll hang out with are at a gun range.
Yeah, we actually have a gun range a couple of suburbs over. Actually, I've been there. I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, we got found the one here in town. It's an open door gun. It's an indoor gun range. And actually, they have an ice cream stand in there.
Nice.
I thought that was like, there's an ice cream place. I was like, that's fucking awesome. And guess what's right next to it? I thought this was funny. Right next to it is the Armed Forces Recruiting Department.
Uh,
Now that's a pipeline if I've ever heard of it.
You're a gun in one hand and ice cream in the other. They've got you weak.
Is it any good ice cream though?
Oh yes, it is good ice cream. It's like TCBY.
In other words, it's yogurt.
No. It's actually ice cream. I as soon as I said TCBY, I was like, fuck, that's yogurt. Baskin Robbins. Let's go with Baskin Robbins.
NB, don't take this the wrong way, but I imagine
You have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, do you?
I know what you're talking about, but knowing how you guys love your sugar, probably be too sweet for me. And I like sugar. You guys take it to another level.
I'm a weirdo even in my own family. I like salt on my ice cream.
Okay.
Works for me. Well, the man loves his feta. That makes perfect sense.
Oh yeah, God. Oh man. I took feta one time. I had some raw hamburger. So I took the feta and the hamburger and I put the feta inside the hamburger meat and everything, got it really packed in there good throughout it. And I cooked up hamburgers with feta inside of them.
Nice.
Try it with halloumi next time you've got it.
Try what?
Halloumi. It's like
Salami?
no, halloumi.
Oh, halloumi. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I have to switch it up. Lived too long with Turks and a few other people.
Carlo, to answer that question, no. You do not need to pass a test before you can own a gun. What you do is, depending on the state, most states, if you are 18 years old, can pass the background check and have a valid license, valid ID, and you pass the background check. At 18, you can buy a rifle. At 21, you can buy a pistol.
Which I am opposed to.
Which one?
Not having a test. You have to take a test to drive to get a driver's license. Why not to own a gun?
Because the gun's the
One
right.
is the Second Amendment right, the other isn't.
Then surely they can provide some sort of free demonstration of how to properly handle a gun.
Well, let's put it this way. A gun, right? Yes. But you don't necessarily need some of the weapons that are now available.
Okay, what example? Just Cap, I'll be totally fair with you. Just give me an example. I'm curious.
Okay. Anything which holds greater than 6 rounds.
That's virtually every gun I own, including my pistols.
Should require a license.
Why do you think 6 rounds?
Because if you're that bad a shot, you shouldn't have a gun.
Fair.
Six ought to do.
No, that's not a very
Yeah, but what if you want to shoot at a target 6 times?
Well, let's put it this way. The guns that they were protecting at the time were one-shot guns. One.
Here we go with that fallacy.
No, that's not a fallacy.
No,
They were
I'm
one-shot
pretty sure they had
guns.
automatic. They had different sorts of like going back a long way. They had like your crank machine guns and stuff like that, and
Bolt
they had
action.
ones that were lots of barrels around. Like each one, you could like either like a muzzle loader, but they had lots of different barrels. Like I think they had like 4 or 6 barrel ones. There's some of them that were absolutely ridiculous. That had like I don't even know if these were actually real guns or something that were made at the time for show. Or if they were guns that people shot with, it had like 20 barrels or something stupid like that.
Well, I mean, when you look at the guns we have now, the thing is back then too, and I kind of want to point out is most of the time, if you were a member of a militia or you were a member of an armed force, either being local police or even military, you had your own gun. That was actually one of the requirements when you join the military is if you look at the way when Washington wrote up the Continental Congress when they said you have to have this, you have to have this, you have to bring all this, you have to bring it. They weren't supplying it.
Okay, then you have to be a member of a militia in order to own a gun. How about that?
Well, the
Even I
problem is
disagree with that.
civilian forces set up to deal with local issues that say your National Guard, because remember back then they didn't have a National Guard, and National Guard and militia and reserves are completely different things. A militia is more of an organization put together of civilians. They are not under any military rule. You might have a military presence to be the main leader of the militia, but most of these people were just normal people. They were civilians. They weren't actually regular military.
So if you and say 6 to 10 of your neighbors and stuff got together as like a community watch type thing, and you're all armed, that's sort of like a militia, yeah?
You could consider that a militia, yes. You could consider that. That would be reasonable. That would be a reasonable discussion. That would be a reasonable way to look at it.
And B, though.
Yeah.
I am fully in agreement with you to have the right to bear guns and such like, but, and this is not a turn against it.
No, you're fine.
Wouldn't it be better just to sort of encourage people to be proficient with these weapons, not just, okay, here's a gun, you have no idea how to use it? Wouldn't there be some sort of encouragement in some way to make sure?
Absolutely, 100%.
See, that was another thing I was going to say.
Yeah.
Anymore, you're required to take driver's ed or another type of driving course under a certain age. So why not have a class requirement?
I don't know if a class requirement would be a thing, but having available, so like the government say, having freely available training courses, or say like a private organization, a private not-for-profit, having a bunch of free classes you can take and courses you can take to like your gun safety maintenance and all that. And of course, like you just go in for maintenance, you can't just go for sort of one thing. You have to get a like across the board sort of thing. I think that would be a good idea.
I'm one of the people I do not agree with requiring it. I do absolutely strongly encourage. In fact, I've always encouraged anyone who's never owned a gun to go to a range first, or, for that matter, if you know someone who goes to a range, go with your friend. Most gun owners I know are totally fine with you going out with them and saying, yeah, can I try your gun at the range? Yeah, sure. Come on. And you can get out to a range. And a lot of times, actually, every range I've ever been to, they have guns you can rent, so you can try different styles, different calibers. Because, for example, think about it. I prefer a 9mm round, whereas I know people who prefer a 44 caliber, and I'm like, that's too much kickback for me. My wrists will fucking be broken by the time I'm done with that. Did we lose everybody or just the captain?
I'm still
Well, where
here.
did Captain go?
He
Oh.
might have had an issue.
Mm.
No, Carla, you cannot use a gun under the influence of alcohol. That's why most bars won't let you have your gun.
Yeah, I imagine you'd probably want to restrict them or probably check in their weapon at the door. Because last thing you want is, well,
Yeah. Last
No,
thing you
most-
want is drunk people with guns in a small enclosed space.
Now, one of the things they did teach us in the concealed weapons course I went to, because you do have to go through a course to get certified for concealed carry, was, they had pointed out, a lot of places will have no guns allowed. They'll have the sign up and they'll say, okay, look, even if the sign is not legally within regulation, they said, just don't be a dick about it. Just honor their request, call it a day. It ain't worth a fight.
Yeah.
So I've gone to places where I've walked up, saw it said no guns, and I was like, I got to go back to the truck. They're like, why? I'm like, I don't allow guns. And I am a stern, hardcore Second Amendment guy, but I'm also a strong capitalist who believes a private business has a right to tell me, no, you cannot have a gun in here any more than they should have the right to do that, just like they expect me to have shoes on. I don't see a problem with that.
I agree with that to a point. Like with the shoes on and stuff like that, it's not really violating your rights in any way. And if it comes down to choosing the right of a business or the right of a person, I always would go with the right of a person over the right of a business.
I firmly believe in the right of the individual over society, 100%. I also, and if those circumstances were different, yes, I would probably side with the individual, but I need to know the whole facts of the situation. I don't do this knee-jerk shit like most of Americans do nowadays. I'm like, let me sit back and see what's going on. Obviously, if
you got to pick your fights. You got to pick your battles.
Exactly, because some are not worth getting. There are some hills not worth getting on, and there's some altars I'm not willing to die on. They're just not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, like, is it really worth getting kicked out of that bar and having all that grief just so you can carry your gun in there?
No, it's not. Well, I'll give you a fair example. I don't wear the fucking mask. I haven't worn it. I've been dead set against it. I walked into a store the other day. They said I medically cannot wear the mask. It causes me anxiety and stuff. The lady at the front said, if you don't have the mask on, you can't come in the store. I said, even if you have a medical exemption. I'm like, all right. I walked out. I went to another store that didn't care, and I bought what I needed there.
Yeah, I've done the same thing. I've gone in and they've said you've to get something to eat, and they said if you want to buy food here, you have to scan. It was to use your phone for the contact tracing app. The government contact tracing app has to be on your phone, and you have to scan it, and you have to be wearing a mask. So I basically said thank you very much. Walked a couple meters down the road from there, where they had like a steakhouse type thing. Went in there and had a cooked breakfast, and they didn't bother me.
Hey guys.
Hey, Bert.
So I just spoke to my doctor. She's ordering a lung X-ray to see if I have an infection in my lung. And if I don't, I might have to go into the hospital to get a CAT scan. So I don't know what'll be going on the rest of today or tomorrow. I'll let you guys know best
They
I
are
can.
getting you in today for the X-ray, right?
Yeah, just keep us posted. Just send something on Twitter or something.
Yeah, I will.
Hey, Bird, do they are they sending an X-ray tech over there, or do you
Yeah,
have to?
they can do the X-ray at home.
Okay,
But if it's a CAT scan, I have to go.
Obviously.
Go to the hospital. Yeah, there's no way to.
There's no way you're getting a CAT scan in there.
No,
Right.
I mean there is a way to do a mobile CAT scan, but those are really expensive, and yeah, they'd still have to get them out of the house. So yeah, that'd still be a bitch.
But no, that's interesting. I didn't know. That's why I was asking, because I wasn't familiar.
Well, a mobile cat skin's a truck that pulls up.
Yeah,
It's a
I mean a
trailer
big
truck.
ass. We're talking like a big ass
It-
bus type thing.
Yeah, but my dad used to both drive the truck and give the cat scan.
Yeah,
Um,
but I was trying to
I've
give
been in them.
scale of the size of the
Yeah.
vehicle. Yeah.
Like
Here
an
you go.
80-foot
Hey,
long.
here you go. Here you go, Cap. This will here. I'll just here you go. This will give you the scale. It should. Here's a
Yeah,
nice
but that basically is useless to me because I have no way of getting inside that. So, there's no ramp.
No, I just
or
thought that was
anything.
interesting that I didn't know if you could actually get your x-ray done at your house for, considering your medical. I knew you could get some things done, but I didn't know if you
Yeah, no, they
could.
can. They bring the X-ray machine right in the house.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh.
I didn't. That's interesting.
So what time?
I have no idea. Yeah, it could be any time. So my whole day is up in the air.
Yeah, I'm in nowhere in a similar boat to you. Never mind. That was a stupid comment I was going to say. Me
I
waiting
just
on
wanted to let you guys know I'm gonna go.
All right, Bird. You keep us up to date, bud.
Take care. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Okay, bud.
Dude.
I hate hearing shit like that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, now definitely everyone keep Vertebrae 5 in your thoughts and prayers. You don't believe in religion, that's fine. Light a candle, send positive energy, whatever. Just be thinking about her today. We don't need him back in the damn hospital.
No.
No, we don't. I cringe every time I hear he has to go back.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, yeah, somebody goes to the hospital, yeah, it's a concern, but man, when I hear it's him, and I cringe every fucking time.
And hello, Orville Nation. I think it's afternoon there, maybe evening. I don't know.
I'll say this about Bird. Given all he's had to deal with, he is quite the battler.
Oh, God. And hello, Elihu. And Sven the Naked Nordic Ninja. And I have not been reading the chat at all because, yeah, been too busy. And then, by the way, I had to reset my router because, yeah, fun.
Right.
All of a sudden, nothing. And then, yeah.
Verizon or Comcast for you, Captain?
Mediacom.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's not a lung infection on X-ray, they will need to check for, pulmonary embolism. Great.
I don't know.
Okay. But so yeah, hopefully it's an infection, and hopefully it's one they can treat there at home. I hate to say I hope it's an infection because, well, infection is still bad, but
it's easier to fix.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The other would require surgery, usually. It may not be, invasive surgery, but still surgery.
I've only had surgery one time where I was actually put under. And that was when I had to have my arm surgery.
I've had a few times.
Yeah.
Not fun at all.
Well, I remember them putting the mask on me, asking me a question, and then I know they asked me a second question, and I don't know if I answered it because the only thing I remember after that was waking up hours later, and my hand, it was all casted up and everything.
Yeah.
And
Last
I'm
time
kind
I
of
went,
looking around like, what the fuck just happened?
yeah. Last time I went under, I could distinctly remember the mask. Then I felt motion, like I was trying to squirm away or escape. That was a weird sensation.
When I had surgery, I had just come off a motorcycle at about 120 kilometers an hour and landed on my face. And I was the last thing coming and going from consciousness. The last thing I remember is them giving me the second hit of morphine, and me sort of looking around, thinking, "Oh, this isn't really all that," and then I'm out of it. And I wake up, and I'm like stitched up and bandaged up.
Yeah. I wish it was quite pleasant for me. I was aching. It was some sort of work on the torso, and yeah, that really recovery from that's a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm unfortunate. I've only had 3 surgeries done in my life. One being when I was 19 and I got my wisdom teeth removed. And then the other one was the elective. I went and had a vasectomy done 10 or 12 years, about 10 years, 8, 9 years ago.
And I'm going to. Yeah. Okay.
Is this Fables or Jack of Fables? This is Fables.
Well, I'm gonna have to
Okay.
get going, guys.
Oh yeah, it's late for you, or
It's getting
early
late for
for
me.
you. So
Yeah.
What time is it there in Australia?
About 10:12 in the evening for me.
12 past midnight here.
Aren't you guys like one of the first ones who get to celebrate the New Year?
I think that's New Zealand.
Oh, is it New
Yeah.
Zealand?
yeah, the
Yeah.
Kiwis celebrate first. So yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Damn
Kiwi
them.
Well, we
kids
count
are
them as
first.
Australians when they've done something. We count them as Australians when they've done something good.
Which is often very, very, very rare.
So that means you counted them when Lord of the Rings was getting recorded.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, Lord of the Rings is an Australian movie.
hmm As we like to call them, the Canucks of the Pacific.
Yeah.
And I put that backstage for you, particularly NB.
All right.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, I'll catch you guys later.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Expect me when you see me.
Thanks, Cap. Thank you for sending me that 411.
No
That
problem.
sucks. Really?
Yeah.
I really hope
So-
so too.
This is a good comic book series if you ever get a chance.
Back to
Interesting.
the. Cool.
Yeah, basically, you have Snow White. Basically, you have all of basically your Grimm fairy tale stories, Grimm characters, and they're in these comics. What happens is they come from another dimension that's been conquered, and now they all live on Earth, specifically New York. They're hidden from everybody. Modern people can't see them. They're basically immortal. And if you are humanoid, you can live pretty much in New York City. If you're animal formed, like the 3 Little Pigs, you end up at what's called the farmhouse.
That sounds like a game that was made. Glamours or something.
You have, you've got like Jack and the Beanstalk. The Big Bad Wolf is actually the sheriff.
Yeah. That must be the same universe as what I'm thinking. They actually made a game and set in that universe, I think.
So,
Oh yes, Bone. Always more coffee.
I would happily enjoy some, but I don't think it's a good idea.
Actually, now that that's been mentioned, I'm going to go heat up my fucking coffee
Mm.
in my Captain Trek mug.
Okay. Oh. Let's see here. I don't know. Wow. Let me check something real quick on YouTube. Okay. Okay. I see who. The funny thing is, I see people who dropped videos. So there are some videos to watch out there. And let me check. Come on, I hate when YouTube does this. It will lag behind when I'm not on the YouTube thing. It'll just go slow. YouTube will, that is. Then because I want to see when something's coming up. I think I remember, but I'm not absolutely certain. Let's see here. Ooh, I have to set a reminder for that. There we go. Because I always want to. Oh, that reminds me. I'll just set that up. For certain ones, I always want to see, like Culture Casino is one.
Mine's already.
Got the pre-flight thing for Friday. He's going to have the 6-minute. Let me check this. Let me open that up real quick. 6-minute daily is coming up. Let's see. Have to load the page. Fortunately, there's already 3 thumbs up for it. I'll be the 4th one. And this is what I hate about having. Oh dear Lord, I'm turning into Bird. I have more tabs open today than I have in, I don't know, about
As long as you don't get a
year.
Captain Aussie Trek, we'll be fine.
No. And Culture Casino's going live in about 85 minutes. So it's going to be a while, a little over an hour. And, ooh, let me see here. Go ahead and pull that channel up. Damn it, I hate when they do that. Okay. Go ahead and pull this channel up. And I happened to come across it on the Fandom Collective. If you're on YouTube, they will definitely promote channels. That's one thing I love about them. They even have a Patreon page. And actually, their numbers are quite good. In fact, have outdone me a few times, which is cool. But this time, today's whatever. Today's one of the day is the Atlantean. So I want to encourage everyone to open this in another tab. I'm not going to lose people, but open this in another tab and subscribe, please. Because providing, I think we're here to support the community, and we should do so.
Damn straight.
And, oh, let's see here. Lucky Who says, I hate pain. In fact, I'll go ahead and bring that up. StreamYard. Awesome. Okay. I hate pain. My arm hurts from shot. Got stuffy nose and woke up with a slight headache. Joys of getting fully vaccinated. Well, that's the problem with being younger and getting the shot. Trust me, you'll be and Crimson Mist is backstage. Good morning, Crimson Mist.
And yes, folks, I am drinking Folgers Cup coffee, fresh from Captain Trek's mug, which you can find at Captain Trek's merch store.
I'll have to redo it. He's
All
got the only one that exists now.
All sales are final. You can get this beautiful mug in multiple different colors and shapes. All sales are final. Taxes are included. And Captain Trek is now accepting Bitcoin.
Okay, then. I have one question.
I'll take Bitcoin. That's fine.
I have but one question then. Does it sell to Oz?
What's that?
Does it sell to Australia?
I don't know.
I would assume they ship to Australia.
You'd be surprised.
I know they do. I know they do North America and Europe. I don't know about Australia. I kind of doubt it. Although it should be easy to do.
Shouldn't be that hard. Well, I mean, if anything, you could always ship it to the U.S. and just you could always order. You could always have it, or somebody could order one from you in America and ship it to you. I know that's
probably be the shipping cost, but yeah.
I don't know. How much do you think shipping? I don't know, man. Shipping across countries can be either easy or expensive. It just depends on the customs they have to go. Like when my wife was in Turkey, oh my God, customs was a fucking nightmare for her to get shit. Afghanistan was worse. But also, folks, if you like this kind of mug, you can also find other excellent mugs from other excellent YouTubers like Bird of Prey 5.
Oh, yes. Yeah, check out. And Admiral Doom's store is still open, by the way.
I was getting there. I still need to get a history with R&R. But like I said, I could only buy one at that time. And I'm sorry, Admiral with Locutus it just wasn't it was just a no-brainer. I got to get that one first. I miss Locutus, Cam. Fuck.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of things I miss.
I miss seeing Locutus all the damn time.
Gentlemen, I think with that, I am going to take my leave. I am about to pass out here.
Well, yeah, it's past midnight, so yes, go to bed.
Oh, Elihu popped in a link too, says easyship.com, shipping rate calculator to US. Huh, nice.
Yeah. I'll take, I'm not Elihu. Good night, gents.
And have a good night. Or for now, it's actually morning.
Yeah, take off the big screen before you start scaring off people.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't want to do that.
NB, always a pleasure talking to you.
That's good talking to you, man. You have a good one. See you on the flip side. So what's Pickles doing? Is he doing backstage stuff?
I don't know. He's either doing backstage stuff or he's playing with his pickle or asleep or I mean hell he probably could have walked to the store and gotten a pack of cigarettes by now.
That is one habit I will never go back to.
Testing. Is everybody there?
Yes,
we're here. 5 by 5. He's a mist.
You what?
I hear you 5 by 5. Come
good.
in, leave it, Charlie.
Oh, excellent. Good morning, gents. It's Friday, and I'm off today because I'm taking some time off
Yes.
yesterday and today, so don't have to worry about going to work.
Wow.
You know what I
Yeah.
love about, you know what the best part about sometimes taking a day off is? Just doing not a fucking thing.
Well, I am doing something today. My parents are in town. They're visiting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they've been traveling in their RVs. They stopped in Kansas City to visit my aunt, who's my mom's sister, and they finally made their way here. So we're gonna spend the day at an RV park where they're staying at. And they had a hard time trying to find any ones that had vacancies. But fortunately, this is a park that they've been before, and they've enjoyed it.
Mhm.
So they'll be here for a few days to visit everyone else. So I'm looking forward to that. But I originally I'd taken it off so I can focus on cleaning my house and trying to work on my studio space.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Now-
kind of technically what I'm doing it here.
Yeah. Everyone else, I see their stuff. It looks nice, and I have nothing. I have nothing. No wall art, no displays of collectibles or anything. So that's something I'm trying to rectify. Now, a couple of things on some of your previous discussions. One, the closest thing to surgery that I had was having some kind of growth removed off my back. And when I was getting examined, they noticed a weird growth on my back. So I went to a epidemiologist, and they had to take it all out. And they did take it to a lab to have it examined. They deemed it that it was unusual, but it was benign. So that was a nice little sigh of relief, because cancer runs in my family. Hell, I still need to go in for a colonoscopy. And second, yeah, people are starting to get there's some places that are now like the nearby gas station. They relaxed their the mask mandate here, so you can just go in and out without having the mask. Whereas other places like the 7-Eleven, they still have the mask requirements. So, and they also recently announced that the soccer team, Real Salt Lake, they have taken out the mandate for the mask, but people can still wear it. And they've also made separate sections for people who are wearing masks to sit at, and those that don't sit someplace else, which is kind of silly, but what can you do? At least you got to, at least accommodating certain fans in certain ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. Is it silly? Maybe, but hey, if that's what they want to do, if that's what they want to do to go see the game, more power to you. No, it's a private organization. As I said, I'm very against wearing the masks, but I am I'm pro-capitalist. So I say, if it's a private industry, if it's a private company, whatever the case may be, if I want to come in there and they want me to wear a mask and I won't wear it, they have every right to tell me to leave, and I have no right to start acting like an asshole.
Yep. And likewise, anybody who doesn't want to wear a mask, I don't have a problem. I'm not going to shame anybody who wants to wear a mask or don't want to wear a mask. Hell, I'm getting a new mask. It's going to be it's part of an outfit I'm working on, so I'm waiting for it to come. I'll show it off. It's going to be a new look for my persona here.
Yeah, unfortunately, wearing a mask has caused me, and I don't know why this started, because it never happened before, but it causes me to have anxiety and panic attacks.
Yeah.
I didn't have this problem. I didn't have that problem at any point in my time in the military using the gas mask that was required there. But I do take medication for anxiety, and I only started taking anxiety meds about 4 or 5 years ago. So
Mhm.
it
And
might be just something that developed over time.
it might just be a side effect of the PTSD you might have suffered, and that's okay. I've heard that or heard that before, and people don't like to have masks, but I actually find it comfortable. I don't know what. I think it's also because I can hide behind my face behind it, and because we live in such a surveillance state these days with so many cameras, so in so many places that I'm able to kind of hide myself, kind of like a ninja. Because
I do find it
but
hilarious.
But that's okay. But that's just me.
Hold on a second, I gotta say this. I do find it funny that places demand I wear a mask to come in, and I just keep going back to when I was a child. They were like, no hoods, no mask while in store.
Yeah, I've heard that too. It's just like remember when Kiss took off their makeup for MTV? Gene Simmons made the comments. The rest of the guys, they felt more comfortable without the makeup, but I was more comfortable with the makeup. And that's because it made him more empowered. It made him something more. So, and that's how I view my circumstance. So there you go.
I look at it this way: it's if you put it on your body, if you want to wear it, go for it. See, here's the thing: I always like. I get into issues with. I have family members that I'm religious, but I'm not super religious. Like I have a sister-in-law and her husband. They are Messianic Jews. They are very, very into their religion. They really don't like my piercings and tattoos because they view it as a form of body mutilation. I said, well, I can't argue with that because I did mutilate my body doing it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they also do they exercise? Do they do oh god, what's the circumcisions? They do. Do they do the circumcisions?
Yeah, it's still common. That's almost not even a. That doesn't even fall under in America. That's almost not even a religious thing anymore. It's kind of a secular thing nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, if they allow circumcision, that's also mutilating the body.
Exactly.
It is.
And yet
So,
they're judging you for your piercings and stuff. Jeez.
And quite honestly, and I realize that people do this as for different reasons. A lot of it has to do with make it easier to keep a boy clean, blah blah blah. Particularly as a baby, but the child has no choice.
Mm-hmm.
No, my son did not have a say-so in it. Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. So, yeah, you are. Granted, it's for safety reasons, it's for cleanliness reasons, it's for health reasons. But if you want to get technical, you are mutilating the body by doing that. So,
well,
technically, I don't disagree with doing it. I'm just saying, if you want to get technical.
Well, if you want to get technical here too, we could talk about. I've known women who've had to have breast reductions because of health reasons, because of back issues. You could look at that as a form of body mutilation.
Yep,
we're removing something. So, I mean, it's just to me, it's kind of I've never quite understood why they make such a big deal. To me, it's why do I have my tattoos? Why am I very picky about where my tattoos are? Because they're an expression of who I am.
Yep. Yeah,
that's all.
My wife has had the reduction surgeries because her back was starting to hurt because of their size. I've had tattoos on my shoulders. I don't want to put it anywhere else because I work in a professional environment, but I would like to get a few more to express myself. So yeah, I am always for choice. People want to, as long as they're not infringing on other people's right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Good for you.
Yeah. Well, I know somebody who had chemotherapy. She lost all her hair, including her eyebrows, which didn't come back. So she went to a tattooist and had eyebrows tattooed on.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard that.
But yeah,
I've heard that before for cancer survivor women too. I've heard of other women doing that, and if done right, it looks great.
Yeah.
Yep. I had a boss who also had her eyebrows tattooed in, and she's not a cancer survivor. She just did it because it looks much better than her old eyebrows. Of course, I've never seen her with her old eyebrows before. So, but yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, that was the other thing. She said, my eyebrows look better than even before I had cancer. It's like, oh.
Did she get a pink ribbon tattoo?
On her shoulder.
Okay.
Yes.
And I've also seen.
Well, you'll see a lot of cancer survivors get the pink ribbon tattooed on them.
Well, and also for women with breast removals, they have also gone to have tattoos over their breasts, with the ornate designs and everything as well. So, of course, some people think that's obscene, but when they have the breast, but they're not missing, but the areolas are missing. So, I mean, I don't know what the big deal is.
Well, women who've had their breasts removed have done that tattoo. Yes, I've known. Yes, I have seen those. And you know what? For a lot of those women, the normal comments that you'll see back is it made them feel good.
Yep.
And
it made them feel normal again. Yeah. It made them feel normal to have something rather than
nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
And I'm 100% absolutely. My next tattoo, I have 3 tattoos that I'm going to get next. I haven't got around to them. I'm going to get my rank from my time in the Marine Corps, my rank from my time in the Air Force. But the first one I'm going to get is going to be my grandson when he's born. Shortly within a couple of weeks after he's born, I'm going to get his name tattooed on me. Because I have all my children's names and I have all their birth dates. So I'm going to get his name, his birth date, time, and I'm going to have IL at the end. Kind of similar to what I have here.
Mm-hmm.
I have all my kids' dates, birth dates, and times, and the state they were born in. So I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to do something like that for my grandson. I just haven't decided where I'm going to put Frederick's name. I think after he's born, I'm going to talk with my daughter, his mom, and I'm going to ask her where she think it would look good. And actually, I might just ask her to do the drawing because my daughter is one hell of an artist.
Probably across your forehead.
No, I don't do face tattoos. I don't do neck tattoos. I am not doing, no, nothing above my collarbone.
I think it would look good on your forehead.
Anything would be an improvement. Anything would be an improvement, Cap.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, you chopped my hair off, and that was a slight improvement.
Yeah, my wife has a tattoo of a third eye, or something like what they have in India. So now, for me, I have 2 ideas. One would be a tattoo of a wedding band, and because we're about to celebrate our 17th anniversary, and another one would be a tattoo on my left knee because I've had some damage there, and I want to, show some battle damage in a kind of a biomechanical style. So that's something I've been thinking about for a long time.
Sounds nice. Have you seen any of the pictures of some of the 3D tattoos that have been done?
And
I've seen a few. Yeah.
Where is that Snoopy tattoo? I've never seen it.
Wait a minute. You have Snoopy and you don't have Woodstock. What is wrong with you? You're supposed to have both.
But believe it or not, I do have a tattoo that relates to the $6 Million Man because I used to have the action figure. It's the removable piece on his arm, and I have it tattooed looking like it's been ripped. The skin has been ripped off, and you can see the piece in there. Kind of make me look like a cyborg.
I like that. I like that.
I have a picture of it somewhere, so I will post that up somewhere.
Okay,
Discord
here it is. I'm gonna make it.
Could use a little touch up, but otherwise, pretty cool.
I got this on my 18th birthday. The Snoopy used to be white till the white faded, and the joint used to have little red dots.
Yep, could use a touch up, and definitely needs Woodstock in there.
Yeah, and a Woodstock for my other arm if I get one.
I would say, yeah, you just need a little touch up.
Mm-hmm.
A little touch up, and it'd be fucking, it'd be new.
But my hair, shit, my hair is not. Oh, I didn't comb my hair.
I just got rid of mine.
What's wrong with your hair?
I didn't comb it. I just put it in a ponytail this morning. See?
And good morning, Chris. Not much going on today. Yeah, sorry about yesterday. I was supposed to be on that channel yesterday, and I'm gonna say it. I chickened out.
And I'm still on full screen.
I saw the question. Oh dear Lord, that's a scary thing. That's even more scary than NB Geek. Of course, he's never gotten that close to the camera. So anyhow, I chickened out. I not only left the group, I just totally left it. It's just like, And of course, later on, I'm going, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, what's done is done. Because I saw the questions that were going on for the show, and I'm going, I couldn't make these even go a minute.
Well,
forget
Captain,
about 3 minutes.
Captain, you don't have to talk positive about every single subject. If you disagree with something, that's your little thing. 2 minutes if you disagree on something, talk 2 minutes about that you totally disagree on it. Or you agree on it. That's basically the premise. You don't have to agree on every single subject that's on the Rumble.
I think I should hang this one up. I think I should display this one.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way. There was one of them that was talking about the whatever Marvel versus DC, and I'm going, I don't give two shits about either one of them.
That would have been your argument. That would have been a great argument. Why are you against these? Why you don't care about those? So you don't have to agree with every single topic. That would have been a great discussion, dude.
Remember when comic art actually looked good?
Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Mm-hmm.
Oh, George Lucas is trending on Twitter, by the way.
What is?
George Lucas is trending on Twitter. Why? Because Mark Hamill decided to tweet for the hell of it. George Lucas appreciation.
So George is trending because of Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's gonna stay on. I'm gonna take some of these comics I have that are, with the backings and they're still in the sleeves. There's a few of them I'm going to display. I'm just going to kind of put some tape and just kind of hang them up on the wall. Just, some nice art. Some great art in some of these comics from back then.
So, Elihu, who was the person that filled in that Chris got to go on instead?
Austinator. And Deej. Well, Deej was supposed to be there anyway.
Deej was supposed to be there anyhow.
And Mad Mardigan. Mad Mardigan, myself, Deej, and Austinator showed up.
Austinator, yes.
He won.
That too. Well, I'm sure it was definitely better with Austinator than me, so that's a good thing.
That damn millennial won.
Huh?
That damn millennial won.
So what?
Millennials get lucky once in a while.
What's wrong with that?
Man, I'm just messing with him.
Oh, good God. Now he's asking me to be on the next one. See, I can't be on the next one because I'm not in the group. So,
He can add you to the group.
Damn it, Elijah Hoog, you're not supposed to give him ideas.
Wait. I'm giving Chris ideas? That's scary thought.
Yeah.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't you guys come over here and file my last 15 years of taxes I've got in a box.
Yeah, how about, yeah, I'll file them. It's called a shredder.
No, Cap. The correct answer would be go fuck yourself.
Oh, I'd file them. All filed.
File 13?
Yep.
See, even Chris agrees. I never give ideas. If I do, he doesn't listen to them because they're my ideas.
Well, besides, he wouldn't be admitting to it even if you did, because he's also the ego.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I thought LDG was the one with the ego.
Oh no! Chris makes LDG look like an amateur.
How did I forget this?
Is he like on anti-trekker ego level?
I can't believe I forgot to do this.
Nobody is quite that high, but Chris is damn close.
Where the hell is it? Here it is.
Hi, everybody.
I finally got a Dr. Nick.
Oh, yes.
Ah, shit. Wrong one. The hell is... I need to learn Spanish.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working on that now, especially now that Paulie's doing that Midnight Sedge in Espanol.
Bernard posted something on Twitter. I'm like, what did he tweet? Oh, okay. Get a picture of Alexandra Mania and I included in the collectible edition of The Mandalorian. Oh, okay. What the hell did he tweet?
Okay, and yes. Okay, anti-tricker is an amateur. It's all show. Well, that's true. No go. Well, you're right. You're right. Okay, yes, Chris is the obvious winner in that. So, LDG is a joke. Anti-Trekker is a wannabe, and Chris Knight rules.
Hey, Cap, I'm going to share this with you real quick. I was going to set this up for my Tuesday when I was going to do my stream before everything went to hell in a handbasket and I had to cancel. I was working on something for an opening. I was playing with the voice modulator, and this was the beta project. I still haven't finished it, but I think you might find this funny.
We see you. It is funny.
No, not me. I'm talking about something good.
Hold on.
Yeah, no worries.
Finally there.
Let's talk. The thoughts and opinions are the following. The host of me.
Sounds muffled.
A little muffled, but actually you ought to use that modulator more often.
I thought that last part was the more fun part. I was like, your feelings were not considered in the making of this show. Enjoy. Oh, I could turn that voice modulator on right now.
Hey, I'm not messing with any voice modulators because my son was messed up when I tried to install one.
Nah, well, the one I installed seems to work just fine.
That sounds like the thing from Jackbox. The murder mystery.
Actually, kind of
That
does.
one's called the Demons. That one's called the Demons. Yeah.
Yeah, it does, man. Holy shit, it does.
Holy shit, it does.
That's the murder mystery announcer's voice, dude. No, that's
That
Pickles'
sounds more
voice.
like you.
That's LDG's voice, man.
I don't know about the cyborg voice.
Okay. COVID test at 1 p.m. today. Great.
Woohoo!
So Bird of Prey 5 needs a COVID test. So, yeah. Again, give me your thoughts, prayers, and positive feelings, thoughts. Light a candle, do whatever you do, belief-wise, and yeah, just
Does he have to get tested every time they come over to his house?
I don't know. It's possible. So yeah, they're going to want to do it. To be quite honest, it's always better to be safe.
Well, that's what is it? COVID test takes about 45 minutes.
15 minutes to half an hour now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's back to work now for the ego. I mean, Chris.
The ego doesn't work. The ego makes Chris work.
Yes. And thank you for joining, popping in the chat. Chris Knight, River Review 3000.
Chris, before you leave, click the thumbs up button, please.
Well, actually, before you go, pop in the link for your channel, please, if you're not on a phone.
If he's at work, I think he is on his phone.
Oh, well, he'll be able to do it next time he's on. So,
yeah.
No big deal. Oh, let's see here.
My headache is starting to subside. That's a good thing.
That is.
I found the backing. Now I need to find the damn base for this. So. I'm working on it.
Cardboard or Lego? That usually helps.
Nah, I could just, honestly, I could just, unfortunately, my Oroville, the stand broke. That's just unfortunate, but
yeah,
at least the Oroville is still intact. So that's the important.
The Oroville had the clear plastic stand, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, Eagle Moss makes some good stuff, but their base and their clips for their toys are shit.
Agreed.
I do need shit.
That's when you take some string and hang them from the ceiling.
Well, that's what my son said, but I've been trying to figure out how I don't know how to make that work without it looking like it's nosediving.
Fishing wire. Dude,
hang on. I mean with the Oroville. With the Klingon shit, I could do it, but with the Oroville, I'm just not sure how I'd get it properly wrapped around there.
Dude, you used to be in the Navy. Look at this. You got one wrap right here. One wrap. Sorry, Jarhead. Sorry, Jarhead. Damn, Jarheads forgot. Sorry. You take a wrapper here on the side, right here on the side, and you do this way, and it locks up right here, and you hang it up straight this way, so it's not dragging. You got equal balance, man.
Okay, I got what you're saying there.
Yeah, this side, and front and back, and just hook it up like this. That way it's not.
Yeah, I got you. Just like an ornament. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. No, I think I'm gonna have over here. I got my Enterprise. I got my large Enterprise A, my large Orville, and the large Klingon ship. I'm just gonna have those sitting on my bookshelf.
And the test, was ordered by Dr. Ciso Prey. Which means I pay out of pocket, but we'll deal. Okay.
That's
now that reminds me, I wish I still had Bert's PayPal. I'll find it somehow. Okay, here we go. There we go. It's mine. And I'll go to log in. And there. And go to, no, I want to go, okay. Activity. There we go. Takes time to load. And of course, I need to thank Carlo Albanese and Joseph Petrick for giving money, and somebody else for giving money, because I don't like giving out people's names. That's the other thing I don't like about PayPal, is it gives out names.
It doesn't give you an anonymous choice. I know.
I don't know. It's like, hello.
I'm one of those people. I grew up on the concept, if you are doing something charitable, however you want to define that, you don't go bragging about it.
Yeah.
Because that means you're doing it for yourself, not for the, I mean, to me, that's when it goes from being, you're being charitable to you're trying to make yourself look good.
Yeah. And let's see here. This week, last week. Let's check out 2 weeks ago. Oops. Didn't recognize that person. My bad. Where the hell was the one? God damn it. Can't find it. It hadn't been that long ago since Bird did something, and fuck's sake. Really? Oh, you fucked up piece of shit, Twitter. Not Twitter.
Yeah, Marcus says don't send any money at this time. I think he's happy with just cheesecake.
Oh, I don't care, Bird. Kiss my ass.
It's my channel. I'll do what I want.
I'll post your link, sucker.
There we go.
If I could afford, I would, but I
I
can't.
finally found one. Yes, it is.
If I could afford these Neil Gaiman Sandman omnibus hardcovers, I would. Oh God, that looks beautiful.
And there we go. Got the
I can't even afford a $17 mirror for my scooter.
And Bird of Prey 5. Kiss my ass. I like the Bird, but there are certain things I'm not going to listen because, yeah, I'm right.
It's his channel. He's always right.
Well, not always, but you know.
Oh yeah, this would be perfect. Hey, I got this idea here, and I'm gonna, since I do want to start collecting some vinyl, I think I'm gonna use one of these bookshelf sections as a place to put vinyl records. Kind of like I think Mr. Londell has at his place that I've seen in the background.
And if anything else, if you have a problem, just go to Bird of Prey 5. Just type it in there. It'll pull it up. No big deal.
Speaking of vinyl, NB Geek, too bad you don't live in LA because Danny Bonaducci's up to his old tricks again.
Who is?
Danny Bonaducci.
Okay. I know who's in backstage. Oh, no, it's not. I thought it'd be Bird. And
Hello.
it's live at the Love Shack. What's going on?
If you don't want them around here, I just come here to say if you don't have the full rat pack to do the morning brew, please don't do it because a morning brew of just 2 hours is a morning brew too short.
Oh, hush up.
Now try to figure out which one of you is Frank Sinatra.
Neither, thank you.
Okay, which one of you?
Please.
Okay, which one of you is Sammy Davis Jr.? Because my first bet would be LDG.
Oh my God. Dankeschön, darling. Oh, yeah, that's wrong performer. Sorry.
I did actually, a couple Christmases back, I did buy Frank Sinatra for my wife. And this was back when Doomcock was still relatively, I think he was about 4,000 or 5,000. So I was able to actually have a little bit of a talk with him before he blew up. And I actually sent him that. I said, I think you would approve of this. And he goes, Doomcock approves. Yeah. Considering he usually does, when he does his singing, he does older songs. And he's actually got a good voice for it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here people prefer Tony Bennett over Sinatra.
Well, they're wrong.
Look, my next bet for Jerry Lewis would be either you, Elihu, or cast any big geek as Jerry Lewis.
Oh, God. Not Jerry Lewis. No.
I'm not doing Jerry Lewis.
That would be Elihu.
Okay, Elihu, the job is yours. You got the job.
Private Loshak.
That's perfect. Dude, you're awesome. Keep going.
No, I'll be Steve Urkel.
You didn't do that.
You can be whoever you want. That's fine.
Did I do that?
Your voice ain't nasally enough.
Used to be.
What do you mean it's not?
I think I'm hitting it pretty darn close.
No, that's a southern accent. Your voice got to go a little bit nasally. Can I do that?
Okay, Captain, since LDG is silent, obviously the cast of Frank Sinatra goes to you. Because you are the top cat here.
Meow.
Did you people never watch Hanna-Barbera?
Yes, we watched Hanna-Barbera. What the hell kind of geeks do you think we are?
Did you forget Top Cat?
Top Cat, Snagglepuss. No, we didn't. We're old.
Exit. Stage left. Right even.
Great. In that case, Captain Track is Top Cat.
Oh, Lord.
Somebody find him. What? It was a purple tuxedo or something.
I say he ain't gonna be that.
I say, hold on there, boy. I'm just a loud mouth.
I never saw a picture of Captain Track before. I have no idea what he looks like.
He looks human. He looks human.
Yeah, but that's boring.
Looks can be deceiving.
I seen him once. Too much gray hair.
Seen him once.
Too much gray hair.
Shut up.
See what we do to him?
It's all your fault.
So he's like Yogi the Bear.
He's not smarter than the average bear. He's smarter than the average ranger.
Boo Boo, you want to get a?
He's smarter than the average ranger.
He goes around on a tie and no pants.
That sounds like you.
Professional.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I forgot about that.
Okay, Captain, the floor is yours. Take over.
If Yogi really wanted a picnic basket, he would have mauled the tourist for the basket, not scare him. Okay, come on, get realistic, cartoons.
Go with this.
It's an American cartoon, not a Japanese cartoon.
You haven't seen some American cartoons lately, have you?
Yeah, apparently not.
Because most of them, they are not worth my time. Okay, I like classic cartoons.
I was watching a movie yesterday called The Outpost. My wife got about 10 minutes into the movie, could not finish it. I had to stop the movie several times. Reason why? It was way too realistic for us about shit going on, the shit that happened in Afghanistan and stuff.
What cartoon was this?
This wasn't a cartoon. This was a movie called The Outpost.
Okay.
Oh.
Man, it is. I mean, just about. I mean, you talk about a movie that's got military lifestyle really fucking down, Pat. That was that movie. There's scenes in there where people would bitch. I could see people bitching. Oh, it was too dark. You couldn't see anything. Yeah, that's kind of how it fucking was.
Josie and the Pussycats, Piano Dean. Don't forget to mention them.
Josie and the Pussycats.
That was the best live action adaptation for the theaters I ever see for a cartoon before. And they never
Piano
did
Dean
anything
passing the
like
music.
that
I'm like,
after. Oh man, just the plot about brainwashing is great.
Now let's see here.
Okay, it's not a carbon copy of the cartoon, but come on, it's funny, it's entertaining.
the Monkees, the bubblegum band that opened up for Jimi Hendrix.
Let's remember, these are the same idiots who came up with, hey, let's make Jim and the Holograms.
Oh, that was awful.
I wouldn't know. Nobody saw it.
That was terrible. Yeah.
I saw it,
and I feel it's horrible.
You saw it, Cap?
I saw it.
Oh, poor man.
Please tell me you were required to. Like it was something to do with your nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
It was years ago, and yes, it was. And yeah.
Hey, I got a question for Piano Dean. Did you prefer Yellow Submarine or Head?
That's deep.
If you guys are wondering if I said something out of context, no. Head is the name of the Monkees movie.
I know.
I know. Some people will like, what the hell did you just said?
I know.
I didn't know.
I did. Thankfully, I did. Otherwise,
it's a fair question. It's a very fair question, dude.
Okay, next fair question.
All right, now for the serious question: pancakes or waffles?
Waffles. They have little pockets to hold the syrup in.
Waffles for sure.
I can't honestly answer that question.
Waffles.
I abstain.
Waffles, because they go well with chicken too.
Yep.
No, they do not.
Yes, they do. Chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles.
Disgusting.
Awesome.
It's a southern thing. God damn it!
I know.
I'm not even southern. Yeah.
That's worse. No. That's worse than pickles eating a sausage and egg sausage stick with ketchup and mustard. Ew.
Ketchup and
mustard.
What?
You know what's great? You know what's great with breakfast? You know what's great with southern breakfast? Biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, I love biscuits and gravy.
Sausage in it, with the sausage cooked in it.
Yes.
And for anyone over in Europe, we're not talking about damn cookies when we're talking about biscuits.
Yeah, it's kind of biscuits to you would be like scones.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Buttermilk biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
I never had enough.
Can you
I never
unclick
had
first
enough
comment,
waffles
please?
in my life.
Bird of Prey is asking you to unclick his comment.
Okay, sorry. I was kind of busy with something.
Of course.
Look, Cap. Just set the decomposition. Just set the decomposition rate to the proper frequency, and the body will dissolve naturally.
And Piano Dean. Yep.
Yeah, that's why I asked him what did he prefer, Yellow Submarine or Head.
Considering I don't know anything about the Monkees, and I actually don't like the Beatles, I know very little about that era.
You don't like the Beatles? What's the problem with the Beatles?
Well, I can tell you this: in the first 5 minutes of Head, they all jump off a bridge.
Just not my thing. I don't care for the Beatles.
Okay.
I don't really care for that era of music.
Wait, Paul McCartney wasn't in a band.
What about Rolling Stones?
Wait, Paul McCartney was in a band before Wings?
Piano Dean. Piano Dean, you are a moderator. You may add any link that you think is appropriate. And yes, I think that's appropriate.
To answer that question, I don't really care for the Rolling Stones either. I didn't grow up on that. I didn't grow up on that era of rock music. My family didn't have that. Didn't have that kind of music. Also, it was things like Aerosmith, Damn Yankees, Bon Jovi, Poison, Eagles, Steve Miller Band.
Otherwise known as 80s hair band.
70s and 80s was really the music my parents were listening to. So that was really what I grew up on. I didn't grow up on the Beatles or Elvis or anything like that. Nobody in my grandparents' house, the only person who listened to music was my grandmother, and she listened to country. That was all she listened to.
Yeah. Growing up, we would listen to, my parents would put on some oldies radio and listen to music from the 50s and 60s, because that was when they were kids and teenagers, growing up in that age. But they do appreciate country music and also some modern music as well. But yeah, that I was exposed to that, growing up here, and I was not loving it, but it's kind of grown on me as I've gotten older, especially as I, study more about music and through history. So I appreciate it, although
there's this great oldies radio station here. I mean, they play some of the greatest oldies. Bon Jovi, Guns N' Roses, Winger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great oldies, man.
It's
funny. The sad part is now they are considered the oldies.
Exactly.
We are the oldies now, guys.
Yep.
We're the classic radio guys now. Hey, you know what though? I think we've earned it.
Yeah. Yep. Now classic rock is now the 90s, so that means Nirvana, Soundgarden, all those bands, they can now be considered classic rock.
STP.
Oh God, when the lead singer of
Creed.
When the lead singer of Soundgarden killed himself, my mother-in-law, not my mother-in-law, sorry, my mom, her husband and I had actually been to one of the Rockfest concerts like 2 weeks before he ended up doing that. And my stepfather, Roger, was a diehard. I can't remember his name. I think it was Chris something.
Chris Connolly. Cornell.
Yeah, Chris Cornell. Roger, huge Chris Cornell fan. He had all of Soundgarden stuff. He had all of Audio Slave stuff. He was an absolute huge fan of the guy.
Span, you're naming oldies bands. Can you name something new?
If you
Why? It's all garbage.
Well, garbage is an oldies band. So
No.
Oh, they are. They can be because they came out in the 90s.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm talking about there are no music groups now. They're all synthesized shit.
Oh, you can still
I don't
find
know,
them.
man. I go to enough hard rock, heavy metal concerts.
Yeah, there's still a few groups like Volbeats and Hailstorm.
Oh, I've seen Volbeat live 3 times. First time was they were opening with Hell Yeah, and then Volbeat came on, and then it was Five Finger Death Punch. It was my first time seeing actually all 3 of those concerts, all 3 of those bands.
Who?
Five Finger Death Punch. Volbeat, yeah. Oh man, when I saw their Facebook page the next day, they had this picture up on their banner. What they did was Volbeat got all the kids in the that wanted to come up, and you had this one little kid. He had like a fake guitar he was using to play, and he's up there while they're singing, and he's jamming out with them up there. It was just fucking adorable.
And hello, Thomas Potts. What's going on? Oh,
yeah,
yes.
these days most of the metal and rock are coming from Europe, but you still have a few leftovers like Now I'm seeing posts on social media. We're seeing advertisements for Evanescence and Hellstorm touring later this year.
I love Hellstorm.
Yep.
Absolutely love them. I've seen Hailstorm in concert. I saw them at saw them once at Welcome to Rockville and once at Carolina Rebellion. Fucking love them. That chick is so hot.
Yeah, Lizzie Hale. Yeah.
Lizzie Hale is hot. Hey, I have a thing for I just have a thing for rock chicks. I mean, she's just sexy. She's got that voice. She is so comfortable in her sexuality. She just lets it all out there, and she's good at it. And she does it tastefully.
And I did want to say, go ahead, go to paypal.com, look up Joe's Ultimate LLC, and ignore what Berto Prey 5 says. And as a message, just type in "shut up and take it," which I've already done.
Shit, I forgot I had all this stuff in here.
Because, you know what, Bird? You've not asked for it. So the hell what? It'll go to good use. If you don't need it, spend it on something for Charlie.
Or get Sassy some new treats or a chew toy.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, she needs some new toys. Christmas is going to be coming up. If you don't need it for your scan, then spend it on Sassy and on Charlie. So yeah, deal with it.
I don't think my wife realized some of her military mementos were actually in this bag here. So this is her patch from the unit when she was in Afghanistan.
Cool.
This is the ISAF patch they had to wear while they were out there. If you see movies, a lot of times you'll see current movies with this ISAF patch. Yeah, it's a real thing. They really do use that.
311 rocks is what Alexander says.
And then my wife sold rank before she got promoted while she was in Afghanistan.
Cool.
Oh, hey, Kat, did I ever tell you the story of how she found out she was getting promoted?
No.
So she was in Afghanistan. We were living in Tampa, Florida. I was working at DIA. I was working in the service section now. I knew I wasn't eligible to promote because I was already that tech sergeant rank. So the promotion list came out. I look it up. I see her name. I'm like, Rachel, see, and I'm checking to make sure it's the proper job code she has. Making sure it's not, by chance somebody else with a similar name and a different job description. And I saw it, and then I saw what her line number was, which meant she would be promoted the next month. So I jumped up, went fucking batshit crazy, got on the phone to Afghanistan on a nice little VoIP. Mm-hmm. And I got on there, and I get somebody on the line. I said, "Yeah, I need to speak to I need to speak to Staff Sergeant Reed." She gets on the phone. I go, "Hey, honey, it's me." She goes, "Yeah." She goes, "What's up?" I said, "You made it." And she's like, "No shit." She hadn't checked yet. She hadn't checked the promotion. It had just come out in like the last 10 minutes. And she just was like, she starts tearing up a little on the phone. And I was like, "You did it, honey. You made it." So, and then we got to they sent us she was able to send us a link. They were doing morale stuff where while people were in the field, they were videotaping promotions and awards for family members to watch. You could click on the link and watch. So we watched the entire promotion line go. And I had both my kids sitting there as we watched their mom get promoted.
Cool. And good morning, Philip Gaming.
What's up, dude?
Let us know when you find out for sure about that job thing. And yes, I put that in again about, by the way, Joe's Ultimate LLC is Burrow Prey 5's thing. So yeah.
Hey, it's 4:20 somewhere, which means it's 8:20 my time.
Yep. And so yes, go to PayPal.com. Look up Joe's Ultimate LLC. I'm going to suggest $5, but whatever. Do what you think you can. If you can give more, that's great. If not, you can pass it along on social media. And as a message somewhere in there, put "shut up and take it." Because yeah, he's
And
saying no.
Speaking of $5, you can also buy a cup of coffee for $5, which is cheaper than Starbucks.
Yep.
I don't even know where this has been hiding. This is a ribbon rack for me that is like 5 years out of date. It's like I don't even know why. I don't even know why it's like this. This is like 5 years out of date. I'm looking here. I apparently had bought all the ribbons. I was going to put a new ribbon rack together, and I never got around to it. So I had this ribbon rack from the 5 years prior, all the new ribbons that I'm supposed to have with the devices. And I just realized they've been sitting down here in this bag for like probably 3-4 years now.
You really ought to get off your ass on that one and do it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I just found the damn thing. That's why I'm going through. Going through some of these boxes takes a little bit of time.
Okay, that needs to be a priority. Finish up whatever mess you're doing now, and then get that thing put together.
Well, my ribbon rack is fully put together and proper on my shadow box. The lieutenant who made my shadow box was very determined to make it look right. He was the kind of guy who he was wanting to buy the shadow box, but he was the kind of guy he liked putting them together. He felt instead of paying somebody to do it, he'd rather do it because he felt it was a personal touch. And he felt it was a nice way to honor someone who had done 20 years or so of service. And I thought, well, that's really, really fucking nice of you. I get some pictures and show you guys my wife's shadow box. It's quite nice too. She actually, hers has the flag in it, the folded flag in it.
Oh, and I just noticed, I want to thank, if they happen to be here still, I want to thank our 4 Aussie friends for giving the Aussie thumbs up. Thank you so much. It is so special. Thank you. It means a lot.
I said thumbs up, not thumbs down, Chris.
I was technically supposed to give this back, but I didn't.
You still from the U.S. government?
Well, they didn't ask for it back. Hey, they didn't ask for it back, and it was not technically theirs to ask back. I just couldn't wear it after I left the unit.
Yeah.
But this was when I worked for the Defense Intelligence Agency. What you did was you had this on. You had a smaller one for your blues, and then this one went on your dress uniform, the jacket, the big one.
Okay, guys, I gotta check out here. So, but it's been giggles. So, everybody have a good day. Take care.
All right, we got about 20 minutes until Casino. Let me go ahead and put in the link for that, so you can go ahead and set the reminder. And yes, I still encourage you to, if you can, give a few bucks to Berto Prey 5. Find him either looking up Berto Prey 5 or Joe's Ultimate LLC. Yeah, but make sure to put in "shut up and take it," because that's the message.
Hey, Cap.
You can add more, but make sure to add that.
Hey, Cap.
Yes,
I'm gonna take off because I got a geloja and I need to eat.
Absolutely. And if anybody is in the chat who currently wants to come on up, please feel free. The link is pinned in the chat. If you're able to, Piano Dean, I'd love that. Or let's see here, Philip Gaming, you're welcome. Sven is welcome.
Thomas Potts.
Thomas Potts, always welcome. Yeah.
This has been very because LVG on here and I haven't heard one word. So
I don't know what the hell he's doing.
If he's going to get cigarettes, he's probably playing with Rex or doing something else. So, but I'm going to take off.
I mean, he's had it long enough. He could have smoked a pack of cigarettes by now.
Oh, easy.
Okay, later, guys.
Okay. Oh, yes. See, the reason that I'm suggesting it is he is going to be having a scan done on his lungs. I don't remember what it's called now. My brain went stupid. But it's out of pocket. I have no idea how much it's going to be. Bird said to wait if anything's needed. Oh, then the COVID test. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one that needs to be done. Yeah, in order to, yeah. COVID test is going to be done because that would explain some things if he had it. But that needs to be done out of pocket because it's going to be it needs to be a fast test. So yeah, I'm saying we need to get this taken care of. Thank you. I'm looking at the screen going, what the hell? NB Geek for reminding me. Yes, he's going to need the COVID test. And I'm hoping it's negative, of course, because I don't know how the hell he would have gotten it. But knowing Bird's luck, who knows?
Well, it wouldn't be from him or his mom because they don't normally go out much. I mean,
ever. The last time she went out was well, that I'm aware of, was when she actually went to the hospital.
Yeah,
twice. So yeah, that's it. That's been a while back. So yeah,
the only way I could think, I mean, I know his sister comes over. That would be, that's the only real exposure I know he has to outside folks, and besides in his house. So, and I have a feeling she, with Charlie and everything, is being very cautious and protective.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So I would not, So obviously, I would not worry too much about her being a factor in that. Not at all.
Well, the thing is, when she thought she could have been at risk, she stayed away. Thomas Spot says if he had COVID, the Mumbo Prey would have it. If she's fine, then it's unlikely he has it. And yes, that is correct. However, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Well, considering, never mind. Yeah, never mind. We'll go there. But yeah, the likelihood of that being possible for him to have it and her not to have it, not high. But
yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Thomas Foss says Sister Prey has been fully vaccinated for a month or more. So,
oh, that's right. She does have that. She did have the vaccine.
So yeah. See, Thomas Foss is smart. He keeps.
What is the age? What is the age they're doing for this vaccine? I mean, what's the minimum age they're doing? Because obviously, when my grandson is born, they're not going to give him the fucking shot.
Oh hell no. No, they are. Well, they were doing, or they were doing trials. I think they still are, for women who are pregnant who want to get the vaccine. And I'm going, yeah, that's a stupid idea.
My daughter had to do that. And I was not happy about it. Unfortunately, my daughter didn't get much of a choice. They basically told her, get the fucking vaccine, or they basically were threatening to fire the people if they didn't get the vaccine.
Well, if that's the case, if there are any issues, I
Yeah.
suggest she sue them.
Oh yeah, I already mentioned that. Trust me, I still have a
And
lawyer. I have a lawyer on. I still have a couple of lawyers on speed dial from when I had to that live in the state of Illinois because when my ex-wife tried to sue me for custody again.
And Thomas Pott says 12 years of age is
Okay,
now
12.
the yes.
That would be
At
okay.
least 12,
I can
yes.
see that's a reasonable age. I don't think that's too young. That's right on the puberty line.
I question that. I do think that there should be I could see 18, but 12 I think maybe a little young.
I mean, I'm not getting it, and none of my kids are getting it right now because honestly, where I live and I don't really, I mean, I'm not working right now, so I don't need a job. So I just don't see the need for me to get the darn thing right now. I'm one of those people, I'll probably be towards the tail end of it in maybe a year or so.
I want to know where my free stuff's supposed to be.
Your free
'Cause
shots?
I no the free stuff that everybody seems to be getting. It's like, where's my free shit? I got my COVID shots because basically the doctor told me I would need to have it before they would do surgery. So I
Okay.
want my free shit. I had my second shot on May 4th, so I even have my ID card to show. So yeah, I want my free shit.
Call Joe Biden and ask him directly. Maybe
Yeah.
Harris.
I'd rather ask Kamala. At least she'd know what the hell I was talking about.
Yeah, unfortunately, well, at least if you're on the phone with her, you don't have to look at that smug ass look on her face. Yeah, this is on my wife's military stuff.
And yeah, President Grandpa Joe. No, I don't think so. I'm sorry. He's the first president. He's the first president I've ever seen fall up the stairs to the plane.
You know, you gotta give him credit for that one. He's the only. I mean, falling down the steps. No, you fell up the steps, man.
Multiple times falling up the steps.
I like the video I saw somebody do of somebody golfing, and they edited it to where it looks like the golf ball is hitting him in the head several times. As he's falling up, each time there's a new golf ball hitting him in the head. I'm like, this is fucking
awesome. That is awful, but absolutely hilarious. Oh. And I didn't vote for either of them, so I don't care.
Well, you know me. Just because I vote for someone doesn't mean I always agree with them.
Oh, that's true.
You've heard me flat out say I've said flat out I regret voting for Liz Cheney this last time. Or not Cheney, sorry, Lindsey Graham. And I was like, you son of a bitch. I actually fell for it. I actually thought you were going to have some balls now. But, you know, hey, shit happens. I live and learn.
And somebody is backstage. Okay, get back there.
Got my Indiana fishing
We
license.
got live with the Love Shack back on. What's going on live?
I don't even remember it leaving.
Not much. For a moment, I think the show's about to end.
Well, let's see here. It is now about 9 minutes until Culture Casino goes live. I want to make sure I get something to drink and probably do a couple other things. So, oh, yes. And Thomas Pot says it was a video of Trump golfing. Yes. And let's see here.
I don't care who it was golfing. It was still funny as hell.
And this would be for going to Culture Casino stream. Remember, keep Berto Pray 5 in your thoughts and prayers.
What's going on?
Okay. He's having to have a scan done on his lungs. Mobile X-ray. Anyhow, they're also going to be doing a fast COVID test on him. That's going to cost money. So if you can, get to his PayPal, even though he says no. But yeah, shut up and take it. And go to Culture Casino. Let's see here. Don't know if Bird's going to be on later or not. That's kind of unlikely. So somebody's going to have to be streaming eventually. Anyhow, I do want to thank everyone for joining. If you can, go on over to Culture Casino. I want to thank everybody who's been on the panel, including Yvette, Berto Pray 5, LDG, who barely talked, NB Geek, and Live at the Love Shack. And I know I'm leaving somebody out, but I want to thank everybody.
Elihu.
Elihu, yes, I forgot. And I want to thank everybody who's been in the chat, including Kronos, Thomas Potts, who's awesome no matter what he says, Spin the North Ninja, at Piano Dean, and so many more. Thank you very much. Oh, and yes, Chris Knight, the Real Review 3000. Thank you. Have a great day, and we'll see you later.